Welcome to BDA Boxing. This is your host King Bucho, doing an unexpected show here. I sent the link to Cameron. Should be joining us soon. Listen, I don't know. Is the Linares fight today? I don't even know, man. Is there a Linares fight? Fuck. Alright. What's up, people? Oh, apparently the link isn't working. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I know why. Give me a moment, people. Just gonna send the link to Cameron and everyone else. All right. All right, Cameron, you there?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What up?
Yeah, there's a Linares fight tonight.
Jesus.
Fuck, mate, it's life, man. You only live once. Make the most of life. Enjoy it. Because everybody's got their weird fetishes, man. And mine just happens to be eating fucking ass.
Where is the Linares fight gonna be shown?
On Facebook.
Then
He's
I might
fighting
watch it.
Abner he's fighting.
Who? Corolla?
Abner Cotto.
Oh, okay, I was like, what the fuck? Well, oh, is he the cousin of Coro or?
I have no idea, man. Honestly, I've never heard of this guy, but
Fuck it.
I mean, look,
Is it at 140?
It's just a comeback fight for Linares, isn't it? After that Lomachenko Rosberg.
Yeah. Is it at 140 or 135?
135, I think. I'll have a look. Let me go on it.
Because I think I heard that it was at 140, but I'm not sure.
I'll have a look. On Box Rec as we speak. The fight is at. Yeah, it
Anyways.
is 140 pounds. 12 rounds.
Wait, what's Omar in the chat? What's up, Omar Ali? Overhand. The Shepherd Sons, Nino Gaggi. What is there? Overhand. I think it's, Undercover Asian, of course. Welcome to this Saturday unexpected show. Now I'm busy actually, guys, so Camera will be taking over. I'll be listening, so if somebody needs a link or anything, I'll know, and you know, Cameron can always message me through Hangouts. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Cameron, you want to take over?
Yeah, man, sure. Like I said in the chat before the show started, just send me your comments and stuff, man, even boxing related, and I'll just kind of speak about it. Linares at 140 on the corrosion says, yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting with Linares at 140. I feel like, you know, Linares is past his best days, isn't he? Let's be real. You know, he went on a good run up until the Lomachenko fight, but still Linares at 140. I feel like, oh, I can hear myself somewhere.
Yeah, I made a mistake here, so it's okay now.
Right, I can hear myself. Yeah, like I said, I think Linares, I've been quite critical of Linares. Just for the fact that you look at the fact of who he's fought over the last few years. His best win is probably, you know, Luke Campbell. You know, you look at Anthony Crolla. You know, he's beat all the Brits, but these Brits weren't exactly proven well level. You know, Anthony Crolla he beat twice, but Anthony Crolla's not got an established win. I know he beat Barroso, but Barroso was built off hyping. They built and hyped Barroso off that knockout win over a shot Kevin Mitchell, who just was coming back off a life and death loss against who was it? Linares himself. So, you know, for me, he hasn't got exactly any best wins. He beat Cano, Kevin Mitchell, Crolla. But other than that, I mean, since he lost to DeMarco, about 7 years ago, he's been on a good winning streak until Lomachenko beat him. I think Linares might be 33 now, 34. So who knows what he has left? I mean, 140 is an open division. Yeah, I think Linares. I don't know if this fight is literally Linares' official debut at 140 or whether or not it's just the fact that it's a comeback fight and it's just to get back in the ring and get the rounds and then get a win back. And he's just kind of rather fight at 140 than cut down to 135. You know, does he have the power at 140? You know, that's the question that needs to be asked. Does he have the power? For me, it's a question that we're gonna have to find out whether or not he stays at 140. But you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Linares stay at 135. You know, I think there's some decent fights for him there. You know, it's no shame losing to Lomachenko. Everybody at 135 loses to Lomachenko, in my opinion. But other than that, you know, Linares is still a top lightweight on you know, experience and resume, and you know, 3-weight world champion. So why not? Let's have a look at comments here. Garcia versus Linares, let's do it. Tommy Boxer, what's going on, bro? Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight still. I'd rather see Garcia against Loma. You know, that's the fight to make. So for me, I'd rather see that fight. I think that's the fight to make. Yeah, that's the end of the day. You got Lomachenko fighting Pedraza, and he'll have the WBO and WBA if he wins. So, and then you've got Garcia with the WBC and IBF. So that's a super fight, pay-per-view headliner. Lomachenko, Garcia for all the marbles, Ring Magazine belt, lineal. Every single belt will be on the line. So that's the next super fight in boxing, you'd have to say. Loma against Garcia. Let's see. Sakip Rafiq says, I remember when Linares visited London, cool dude got stuck in a local London gym, did mitt work with some of the young students. I think I saw something on Twitter about that. I think I saw a few video clips on Twitter of him doing that, actually. Yeah, like I said earlier on the chat, I'm filled up with the flu right now, so I might sound a bit aggy in that, but I'll try the best I can to kind of get this through and get through it and just interact. Linares is a class act. Yeah, I've always liked Linares. He's always been a real class act. Yeah, great champion. Like I said, I think he's a great fighter. I just feel like his resume and kind of accomplishments are a bit overblown. But you know, like I said, you know, he's great to watch. You know, his stylistically is great to watch, isn't he? He's flashy, he's fast. Offensively, he's very good. You know, he's got a very technical approach to his offense. He's very creative, and you know, I've always liked watching Linares fight. Is this the BDA or the CDA Cameron Debate Arena? Yeah, man. Basically, I messaged Bucho seeing if we're doing a show tonight, and obviously we've set this up now. If you want to come on Apology, man, jump on, man. I know you weren't on last night. I wasn't really on last night either, so we could talk about the fight last night or whatever, or anything you want to talk about boxing related. Anybody in the chat that wants to come on, talk some boxing, hit me up, and I'll let Bucho know, and we'll get it going. Like I said, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Plenty of shows every week. Second Renaissance as well. That's a great channel. 5 videos up currently. They're talking about doing another one soon. In my opinion, BDA's got the best chat going. You know, I think I've had a lot of podcasts over the years, but this chat is by far the best. I love interacting. Even when I get trolled, I love it, man. So haven't been on for the last too long. Jump on this one, bro. Go on to BDA. I think it's BDABoxing.com. I think the website is. Go on to that. Facebook page, BDA Boxing. Twitter, BDA Boxing. Good interactions on there. A lot of good followers on there. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat follow BDA Boxing on social media and get involved. So get subscribing. I would join if not for the fact it's like a 10-year-old. At least you don't sound like you got a bowler, man. I mean, I sound like I got a bowler right now. I feel like I got a bowler. So stuff it, man. The Crags, what's happening, bro? Overhand, what's going on, brother? Apology. Get on the show, bro. Linares versus Campbell 2 on DAZN. That's a great fight. I thought the first fight was very close. I think Campbell could win the rematch, you know. I thought he looked good against Ivan Mendy. You know, first fight on the Shane McGuigan. I think it would take a few, you know, maybe a few fights under McGuigan. But I think Campbell, he looked very good against Mendy. I'm not sure what the hell Mendy was doing. But, you know, Mendy was, for me, he got absolutely trounced in that fight. My brother X, what's going on, bro? Like I said, it's just me on the call right now, bro. So if you want to come on and talk some boxing, come on. Tommy Boxer, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Greg, what's going on, bro? Cameron hosting again, good lad. Only killers in the house. The Quags, what's going on, bro? 100% X, have you purged the earth for the White Devils, bro? That's a good question. You know, X believes that he's the reason that HBO shut down. So let's see if he has anything to say about that. Look at that, man, on the video. There's even a little avatar thing on the actual chat that says Cameron host just above on the actual video. So that's when you know you made it, man. When you're hosting a podcast after being on the panel for a good year now, I'll say I've been on the show. X is the GOAT. Young Ku Chan is better than Finito Lopez. That is a long ass name, bro. I'm surprised YouTube even lets you have a name that long. X is Persian, the slack of humanity. It finally happened. UK took over BDA. Bro, it should be a promoter. Taught some second renaissance, Cam. Do you know what, right? Obviously, I've been bedbound the last few days, and I've been watching a lot of these, serial killer and mass murder documentaries. And it's quite interesting when you think about. I've kind of sat there and think, what goes through the mind of these serial killers, who, out of nowhere, just decide to wake up in the morning. I watched the Hungersford massacre. Anyone in the UK knows that. A guy called Michael Ryan killed 17 people, injured 15 people, including his own mum. And he went on a spree, man. Just had a shotgun and a rifle. He had a pistol, and he was just going around the entire village, shooting anyone in sight. I mean, I was thinking to myself, what goes through these people's minds to just wake up in the morning and decide that they want to grab a gun and just go around shooting everybody in sight and end up killing themselves? You know what I mean? So for me, I'm quite intrigued by that sort of thing. I'm very intrigued by these documentaries and going into the mind of these guys and understanding what goes on. Especially with conspiracy theories, I'm quite high on that. Yeah, conspiracy theories is a big thing of mine. Wait, was that in the Lake District or am I thinking of something more recent? You're talking about something more recent, bro. You seen the Richard Kalinsky documentary, this contract killer, very intriguing. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'll have to watch that one tomorrow. I've watched 3 or 4 in the last few days, but I'm gonna try and catch as many as I can. Yeah, when you're bedbound, you know what I mean. There's something all you can do. Where will Gigi and Canelo go next after HBO quitting? That's a good question. I think Canelo will go. I mean, DAZN and ESPN have approached Canelo, I've heard. So I believe, if I was going to take a guess, I think ESPN will get Canelo, and I think Golovkin's. I think maybe DAZN will get Golovkin, simply because the fact that Eddie Hearn has done a lot of business with Golovkin and Tom Loeffler and K2. So I believe that Golovkin will end up on DAZN, but I think Canelo will end up on ESPN. I'm hoping that they both end up on a different network because I don't want to see a third fight. I just don't. I feel like with those two guys, I don't want to talk about this again, but I just feel like we've seen the best of these guys, and they put each other to their limits. And I just think no matter how many times these guys will fight, it will just be a close fight, controversial, until the time comes where Golovkin's fully declined, that Canelo will just get a clear win. That's why I don't want to see a third fight. I think that's where we are. I think we've seen the best Golovkin. I think he put everything into the first fight. I think he put everything into those last 4 rounds in the rematch, and he didn't get a decision. I just don't see how Golovkin gets a decision in the future, especially in the third fight. That's why I don't want to see it. Canelo wants a final pay-per-view HBO in December, according to Boxing Scene. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I mean, that's going to be against David Lemieux, isn't it? Let's be real. That's Canelo's next fight. If HBO is smart, they'll take that. They'll milk some last bit of money out of Canelo before they completely get out of boxing. I think they might do that, and maybe Canelo goes to ESPN next year. But I mean, we're talking about it's not going to be a real legit opponent, is it? It's just fought Golovkin twice in a row, so it's going to be like a David Lemieux where he can look good and get a knockout. Obviously, I want to see him fight Charlo, so that's the fight I want to see.
Hey, Cameron. By the way, we got a message saying limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. So you're starting pretty well.
Anyway, what do you say, bro?
It says here on YouTube that limited and no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. The hell did you do?
I did talk about the serial killer thing, but
oh shit! How the fuck did they know this, man? Like, you just mentioned a word and holy Christ!
I spoke about I just spoke about a few documentaries I watched in the last few days.
That's insane.
Maybe I said a word that I shouldn't have said, but I didn't realise, man. People in the chat were like talking about some second renaissance. I was talking about these conspiracy theories and the serial killer documentaries, and obviously they don't like it.
Maybe we should have done a second renaissance, man. I told you, but you went into boxing. Now you're stuck with boxing, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I said. Oh, apologies on the line. What's going on, bro? Apology, what's going on, bro? Alright, he's not there right now.
Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
She just wanted the drama and you two to fight over her. That's what women do.
Your punishment must be masturbate.
I lost respect for all of you.
Bitches are stupid, I treat them like shit. That's how you get one to eat a dick. Never be sweet to a bitch.
God, that's a great entrance to apology, saying nothing. Well, I need to be careful what I say now, guys. X, bro, it's just me and apology right now, bro. I know that you don't want to come on when Recognise comes on. How about you come on the show and we talk about boxing, bro? Just me and you. X, keep your mouth shut or I'll call on Carter to whip on you. I think you're mistaken in X for Recognise the Matrix. He's the one that actually ducked Miguel Cotto, so... I'll tell you what, YouTube's weird, isn't it? Let's be real. Like, the fact that I've literally just said that and about the documentaries I watch, and YouTube has actually managed to pick up on that straight away. Yeah, they're smart, man. I know what they're doing. But I need to be careful because I don't want to get this this channel shut down. I don't need a reason why that. Cameron, talk UFC. Yeah, man. McGregor could be next week. Buzzing for that fight. And obviously, I don't know if anybody else watches MMA outside the UFC, but you got Gegard Mousasi against Rory McDonald tonight for the middleweight title. Rory McDonald looking to be the first Bellator champion in history to win 2 belts simultaneously. So that'll be interesting. That's a good fight. And then we got Rampage Jackson against Vanderlei Silva 4 in 2018 tonight as well, which is just absolute chaos. Naoya Inoue fights next week. Yeah, next Sunday he fights Juan Carlos Payano. That's the opening of the 118 pound World Boxing Super Series. Speaking of which, I'll put a question out to the chat. Who's everybody got winning the yeah, it's on the zone, yeah. Who's everybody got winning the 118 pound cruiserweight super fly? That's not super fly, is it? I'm all over the joint tonight. The 118 pound bantamweight World Boxing Super Series. Because you got Inoue, you got Tete, Burnett, Rodriguez, Donaire in there as well. First time he's back at 118 since I believe 2011. So let's do it. Let's see what everybody's got on that. Start the stream over and don't say anything, as that is where YouTube's going. Then you want to see Erkan Tepe get knocked the F out by Hellenius. Yeah, man. That was bad. I mean, I picked Tepe to win that fight simply because Hellenius is so gash. You saw me against Dylan White. He was horrendous in that fight. Hellenius has been washed for years. And the fact he knocked Tepe out is just horrendous, man. You know, it kind of shows how bad Tepe is. The fact he got knocked clean out by Robert Hellenius. Where's apology and recognise? Apology's on this thing, but he's not saying anything right now, so. No way gets a knob. I don't think he'll blow through the tournament like so many think. I don't think so either. I'll tell you one thing about Naoya Inoue that I actually am a bit worried about. And that's the fact he hasn't had his chin checked. And he hasn't been put on the back foot. He's had it all his own way. He ran through Jay McDonald. But who is Naoya Inoue for, who's a legitimate puncher, where he hasn't outweighed the guy, outsized the man big time? You know, in this bantamweight division, he's going to come up against guys that are at his size, who can punch as hard, can box as well. So for me, I think Inoue is very wide with his punches. You know, when he unloads those big combinations, and he's very wide with those hooks. So for me, I think Inoue's still got a few questions to be asked. He's a great fighter, pound for pound, one of the best in my opinion. Well, he's up there, but for me, hello, you there, bro?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm just talking about the Naoya Inoue fighters next weekend against Juan Carlos Payano, but they're asking in the chat about it.
I think Inoue should, you know, do the business, but I think he's going to struggle in this one. It's going to look awful up until the knockout.
Yeah, do you know what? I think, like I said, Neway's been so used to manhandling guys because he's had that size advantage in those lower weights. I mean, he jumped from junior flyweight to super flyweight. He didn't even fight at flyweight. This is how big that guy is. And he was a big guy at super fly. Now he's fighting guys that are much bigger. You know, got Tete in there, Rodriguez. These are much bigger guys, and these guys can bang themselves. I mean, we've seen Tete, he can punch. He's a good boxer. Yeah, Robert Helenius can't crack at all. Any heavyweight can crack, but he's just not very creative with his offense. Someone's just saying in the chat there.
That guy is fucking terrible. Oh, I never rated that guy. Ever since I saw him fight Chisora and lose blatantly, I never rated him. He's just crap.
Yeah, he fought Erkan Tepa last night and knocked him clean out. Like Tepa was basically on the floor like David Price was when he fought Tepa.
Okay.
Erkan Tepa is basically shit unless hasn't got the juice in him. So since he's popped, he's been terrible. What did you think of the Groves Smith fight last night, then, bro? Because you weren't on, were you?
No, I thought it was a better fight than I expected, and congrats to Smith for beating Groves. I didn't expect him to do that. I expected it to happen the other way around for him to get knocked out, but that left hook was a beautiful shot. The way he set it up, he waited for Jules Groves to land the right hand or throw it. He drops his hands, and then Callum Smith saw the opening, and then just unleashed. And I kind of agree what Abstract said. George Groves kind of quit. I think he could have got up, but he decided, nah, that's it.
Yeah, I thought Groves. I don't think Groves wanted any more. Like I think Abstract said on the show last night. You know, you saw Groves shake his head, and he got up exactly on the 10 count. I just don't think he wanted any more of that. You know, I mean, I don't. You know, for me, I don't know where Groves goes from here. I think, you know, personally, I'll put on Twitter. I mean, I've been very critical of Cam Smith. I didn't think he was capable of that last night. Where would you rank Cam Smith now in terms of super middleweight division? Has your opinion changed on him as a fighter? Or, I mean, obviously it has to because of the fact he knocked out Groves.
Yeah, he showed you know, he's got some tools in his arsenal, and that left hook he has, that is one of his best shots. I mean, he landed it against Fielding as well. That was the same left hook power from a right hand that knocked him down. So yeah, he looks like he's, you know, back to his form the way he was when he was going to come up. And if he keeps like that, he should dominate the middleweight, super middleweight division. The only problem I see is Kastagi. But apart from that, I don't see anyone else touching him.
It's pronounced Uzkatagi, isn't it? Because I've always thought it was Uzkatagi.
I don't know, man. Whatever. All I know he's a good fighter, and I like to see him in the ring more.
James DeGale's fighting tonight, I believe. Was it tomorrow night? He's fighting some 8-rounder in the US.
Yeah. Well, that guy's done as well. Groves and DeGale should fight, and then both retire after.
What about Eubank DeGale? That's the fight they're talking about, isn't it? I think Eubank beats the shit out of DeGale at this point.
Yeah, and another guy I don't really care about, man. Like, these guys have been around for too long. Like, just retire and let the new guys come up, man.
I think the super division is kind of entering a new era. I mean, you've got Smith, all these young guys, Smith, Benavidez, Ramirez, Uzkatagi. These are all kind of, you know, young guys. I think, you know, he's kind of changing the guard. You've got DeGale, Groves and all that. They're slipping down. Abraham's still floating around, which is shocking. I think let those champions fight. I wouldn't mind seeing a Groves DeGale rematch. I mean, two washed guys. I don't know who the hell would win that fight at this point, to be honest with you.
Nope.
I think maybe I think DeGale showed more signs of decline, but I just think the fact that DeGale lost to Truax, who is was seen as some sort of gatekeeper before this fight. So I just feel like, yeah, Groves for me maybe has a bit more in the tank than DeGale at this point. I think Groves might even stop DeGale. I think Eubank stops DeGale. I think DeGale's been in too many wars. Out of him and Groves, DeGale took way too much punishment out of two. You know, the Jack fight, the Butte fight, the Darrell fight was quite grueling. Porky Medina gave him hell. This guy has just been through the absolute gauntlet as a champion. They just caught up to him. You know, let's be honest, Caleb Truax would not beat James DeGale from 2014-15. Let's get that straight. DeGale was a tune-up fight for anyone in the top 5. I kind of agree with that. I think DeGale's going to kind of be a top-name scalp. You know, it'd be a good win for any up-and-coming fighter, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Apology, you consider going into acting as a voice actor. He's just dropped off. He sounds like Darth Vader, doesn't he? He's kind of got that natural Darth Vader flow. That's what he reminds me of. Inoue. Yeah, man, everybody says that wrong. Lara beat Terry Norris, Trinidad, and Tommy Hearns in the same afternoon, LDBC. If people legit think that, then they need to go jump off a cliff. Let me tell you that. Joyce fighting tonight. Is Joe? Yeah, Joe Joyce is fighting tonight. Yeah, he's fighting. Is he not fighting on an Linares card? No, he's fighting the card tomorrow, I believe. I'm not too sure. Apology sounds like Satan. Yeah, I'm kidding about, bro. The thing is, it wouldn't surprise me if anybody actually from the LDBC actually thinks that. So, right, I've got a few. Tomorrow they've been boxed. They've got boxing on every night this weekend. Actually, they had obviously the fight last night, and I think they've got Linares tonight, and they've got DeGale and Uzcategui tomorrow night. Can't complain with that.
Yeah, who's his Uzcategui fighting?
Let me have a look. Is he not fighting his mandatory challenger? That's what I think he's doing. Have a look. Jose Uzcategui. I think Categui. I mean, he beat the shit out of Darrell. Yoan and Carhas is fighting tomorrow night as well. He's fighting. Oh wow, he's fighting Ezekiel Moderna. He was at light heavyweight. He got destroyed by Artur Beterbiev a few years ago. So at least that's who he's fighting. That's a good fight. The guy is tough, man.
Yeah. You should win, but hopefully the other guy comes to bring it.
Joan and Carhas is fighting tomorrow night. I completely forgot. They're talking about him versus Rungvan Sonya unification. That's the fight I want to see, man. That is the fight I want to see. Joyce, well, I'll give you this one. Apology. BJB in the chat says Joe Joyce versus Luis Ortiz. Who wins?
I think Luis Ortiz might outpoint him, but it depends on if Joe Joyce is like on form.
And what was the other one? Somebody in the chat says Burchout versus Gervonta Davis. Who wins? I think Gervonta Davis wins that fight.
I'm gonna go Burchout.
What do you think Burchout wins, bro?
I'm still not sold on Davis, like not at all. So his last fight, he knocked the guy behind the head. And the fight before that, the guy just stood in front of him. I mean, I know Burchout might do the same, but I think he might be a little more durable and bring the pressure a little more. So I'm still sold on Davis.
Sorry, I need to. Yeah, Sakib Rafiq says it was a draw. Yeah, and Carhas drew last night. Yeah, I just realised in Santiago. That's not good. I mean, you know, I know Ancajas is kind of being built up, but I don't know. God damn it, they blocked me, Cam. What do you mean, X? What do you mean they blocked you? Joyce beats Ortiz, easy work. I wouldn't be surprised. I think, you know, Ortiz for me, I mean, you know, I'm giving credit for the Wilder win. I'll give Wilder credit for that win, but Ortiz has still not fought like anybody that's at world level who can punch back and beat him. So Tank hangs with Broner too much. Yeah, Tank's been getting arrested and all that shit, and so I mean, I've never been high on Tank Davis. I just think he's a bit too creative and too fresh and young for Birchall at this point. But who knows? Ortiz is getting older and older. Yeah, he's close to what, 60 now?
Yeah.
Cam and Apology, only one's on the panel. No, Bootro is in the panel, but I'm hosting tonight because he's got some work to do. So me and Apology is kind of co-hosting now.
Yeah.
Where's
What do you
Stu?
think?
I don't know, man. What were you saying, Apology?
Yeah, what do you think of the fight next week? McGregor, Khabib.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said to speak about UFC. I think Khabib wins. I think he drowns Khabib Conor late on. I don't think he stops Conor. I think McGregor gets tired. I think Khabib ragdolls him.
Yeah, same.
I think he wins a decision, but I think it'd be quite one-sided, to be honest.
Yeah. It all depends if Conor can land his left, basically, and how Khabib takes the shot.
Yeah, I mean, if McGregor lands, if he lands right, he can knock Khabib out, can't he? But I don't think he can. I think Khabib's striking's quite underrated.
Yeah, his jab is improved like a lot. His jab's really good now. So McGregor better watch out for that.
I was watching him against the UFC posted a free fight, they do on their YouTube channel. I was watching him versus Barboza. His striking was good in that fight. He was good in that fight on the feet.
And he just kept the pressure on Barboza. And the thing about Barboza, he panics too much when you put the pressure on him. So it could be just threw straight shots down the middle and took him down.
You've got I don't know if you're paying attention to this fight, but you got Mousasi against Roy McDonald tonight in a middleweight title fight. Are you gonna watch that or?
Yeah, I've seen that. I'll probably watch it. I mean, it's these.
Oh, and you got Rampage against Vanderlei 4 as well.
For fuck's sake. Rampage should knock him out. Vanderlei's 42, so yeah, he's done. And he's been in too many wars, so he's going to get knocked out. The main event, I can see Roy McDonald pull it off if he takes Mousasi down, because Roy McDonald's ground game is really good. So I'm going to go Roy McDonald UD.
Yeah, I think that's a good fight. I like the fact that these two guys are at the top of their game right now. Let's see what people want to say in the chat. Cause I'm not actually in the chat right now.
I wish Mousasi stayed in the UFC, man. He's so good. He was one of my favorites before he left.
Yeah, and he's the only one. He's the one who beat Tyron Woodley. Last one to beat Woodley as well.
Yeah.
Roy McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah, Boxing and Mousasi as well. Mousasi, I really missed him. He's really good.
Nah, Khabib can't finish anyone, bro. The two descent guys he fought, RDA Barboza, went the distance. I doubt this fight goes the distance.
I can. Conor McGregor's never been knocked out. He ain't been submitted, so he's got chin on him, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think things with Khabib. I think McGregor can mean left. McGregor tires. I mean, and Khabib mauls him, starts mauling him. I could see him stopping him, but I don't know, man. I think he just beats on him and lays on him and beats him around for 5 rounds. I mean, who beats Khabib at 155 in your opinion? I mean, who has the best chance?
McGregor and Tony. That's it.
Yeah, I want to see the Ferguson fight. Do you know what?
That fight's cursed, man. Every time they meet, someone gets injured.
Yeah, he's fighting Pettis on the undercard, Kai Main.
Yeah.
I think Pettis is going to get really... I think he's going to get destroyed in that, to be fair. I mean, I know he looked good against Chiesa, but Ferguson's a different animal.
Yeah, Chiesa's not that good. I never rated him.
He's fighting Condit at 170 next.
Yeah, he said he's going to move up. Cameron, did you hear about the new 165 belt? Apparently, Poirier and Nate Diaz is fighting for.
Is this actually happening? So I've seen Diaz and Poirier tweeting about it.
It's not confirmed, but they're talking about it.
I mean, that's the thing is, though. I mean, it's going to be madness if that happens, isn't it? I mean, are they going to have to move welterweight to 175? Or you have to.
Yeah, actually, they have to. But I think the reason why they're doing it is to give Conor a third bout. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's the only reason that they're doing it.
I can legit see Conor getting that third weight title shot, even if he gets destroyed by Khabib as well.
Yeah.
Especially,
If he wins, I can see him fighting Woodley, or like if there's a 165 division, I can see him fight there. If not, he'll probably fight Woodley next.
who do you think will fight Woody next? McGregor?
Yeah, if he wins.
Oh, well, do you know, I think Woodley would destroy him.
Yeah, probably, but McGregor would probably take that opportunity. I mean, the first guy to win 3 belts.
Yeah, surprised he didn't do that actually coming back. But then again, there's a storyline there with Khabib in there. I think a lot of people wanted that fight. It's the biggest fight. Who's this and who's just joined? Who's this? Guerrero. What's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, brother? Did you watch? What did you make of the fight last night? George Groves, Cam Smith. Did you watch this?
Yeah, that was pretty. I saw that. Listen, I think Smith was a little big for Groves. I don't know how they both come into the weigh-in at the same, at the same. What is it, 168?
Yeah, Smith's massive. I'm not too sure what the fight night weights were, but Smith. I mean, George Groves is a big super middleweight.
Impressive though. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Smith. He was impressive. He's got power, a good jab. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought George Groves is a massive super middleweight. Like each longest middleweight, George Groves is a big super middleweight, and Callum Smith made him look like a small super middleweight in there, a middleweight. Callum Smith is huge. I don't know how this guy makes 168. There's a picture of him with Usyk
Like
on
light heavyweight in there.
Yeah, man. I mean, you have to. I don't know what Callum Smith walks around at, but it must be close to, the 190s or 180s or something. He looks massive in there, man.
Yeah. Well, what's next? You think for Groves? I mean, he can still box, but what's next for him?
Let me just get Too Sweet in the chat. Says, hello guys, I'm new here. I heard this podcast is good. You come to the right place, bro. Hit the subscribe button. Go to the Facebook page, subscribe there. Twitter page, BDA Boxing, bdaboxing.com, and interact, bro. And just enjoy the boxing talk. And we talk about anything on this podcast, and anything goes. So just interrupt the chat, man.
Not just boxing.
Nah, man, trust me, it's not just boxing. So just get going, bro. People in the chat will welcome you in, and there you go, man. Good to see in the chat, bro. Yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah, where does Groves go from here? I mean, I feel like people would say maybe he moves up to 175. I think that's a bad decision. I think he gets destroyed at that weight. Does he go for the DeGale rematch? That's probably the logical one. Big payday fight. What are you saying, bro?
Not just saying that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's a rematch that. Do you know what? That rematch should have happened years ago. I mean, around the time when Groves, 2015, I think, when Groves and somebody in the chat is super chatted. Undercover Asian, $199. Keep up the good work, bro. Keep up the good work, guys. Yeah, man. Everywhere at BDA, Boot Show and BDA, they do a great job, man. They've started this podcast from scratch. I was on the podcast around the time, December time, and it's crazy how far it's come. So,
yeah, it's a great show. Awesome show.
You down with Wilder too? Sweet. I think Groves has a handful of fights left in him. I think he's going to call it a day. I agree with that. I don't think he didn't seem like he was ready to hang the gloves up last night, did he? So.
No, his defense wasn't sharp. He wasn't moving his head as much as he normally does. I mean, he looked good against Eubank. He was using his jab, using a lot of head movement. I mean, you notice that he was covering up a lot with the Smith, and not really. I don't know. He seemed more planted to me.
I think he was intimidated by Smith because of the size.
I think when he got in the ring with Smith. I think when he first exchanged with Smith, I think he thought this wasn't what I expected. I think that's why he didn't want any more when he got knocked down. Because I think he knew he wasn't going to go the distance with Smith. He was just too big in there, man. He was too fresh, too young. too big. I think Groves knew what he was in for. You know,
Yeah,
after
he
the-
looked intimidated, and
yeah.
he basically froze and just covered up, and instead of like, you know what I'm saying, like in a fight where he's confident and he's gonna box, and he kind of didn't have that confidence where he would shell up, and eventually, you know, you saw what happened.
I wouldn't mind seeing Cam Smith against Uzcategui next. That's a great fight. I think pending gets past Moderna, which he should do. Moderna's no walkover, I'll be honest. Like I said, Beterbiev didn't have an easy time knocking him out. I think it took him 9 rounds, but so if Uzcategui can go in there and do a job on Moderna, it'll be a statement. So I wouldn't mind seeing that fight.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about this though. The thing about it is, the guy he was talking about, he sounds like a tough guy. I mean, he took shots from Beterbiev, so he might make Uzcategui look like bland, boring, and might be like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? He might like outbox him. Yeah, stale, and that might hurt his like image.
Yeah, I mean the super middleweight division is good. I mean, they really should have done a World Boxing Super Series for super middleweight now.
Yeah.
You know, Ramirez never went in for it, which is disappointing. But I feel like you got Benavidez, Smith, Uzcategui. You know, there's a few outsiders there as well. The division.
I think Smith, is he the best?
I think Uzcategui is the best. He's a close second.
He's in the top 3 now, easily, huh? The 168.
Oh, yeah, definitely top 3. Yeah. I mean, I'd say the top 3.
The number 1 guy.
I think Uzcategui, Smith, Benavidez. I think that's the order I'd go for. I think Uzcategui, after he completely obliterated Darrell, I thought, yeah, this guy's the business, man.
Yeah, he's something, man. He's a talent.
I mean, the Gale did a smart thing vacating that belt because Uzcategui would have really done some damage on the Gale.
Yeah, he probably would have retired after that.
Smith's the best on paper. I agree with that. Overhand. On the fact, you know, Smith's win over Groves is better one single win than any of the other champions have. So, on that sense, he is.
What's these guys' records? Because Zerda has like, was it 35 wins, and he fought absolutely nobody.
All the champions are undefeated. Benavidez, Smith, Uzcategui, and they're all undefeated, man.
Yeah, but Benavidez had like 35 fights and fought absolutely nobody.
Yeah, Ramirez fought a shot Abraham, completely shut him out. And he's fought Jesse Hart. He's fought a few other guys. Nobody really cares about Ramirez. Like, you talk about super middleweights. Nobody ever talks about Ramirez because the fact he hasn't fought anybody. Like,
that was a bit boring.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you know, he's Mexican, but he's not your typical Mexican fighter in terms of style and offense. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Like, it'd be tough to beat him, but nobody talks about him because of the fact he hasn't fought anybody of relevance. Like, don't get me wrong. Abraham was there for the taking. I mean, Paul Smith almost beat this guy, for crying out loud. So, you know, he was there for the taking. Ramirez done a good job of getting there in that spot. See in the chat, Azzy, don't talk about my brother BDA like that. You can talk about recognising an apology like that all you want for. Tank Davis went 1,000 rounds with Roy Garcia in the bedroom. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia's Twitter is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen on Twitter. Let me tell you that. The amount of very horny blokes that comment on his Twitter, it's quite insane. Charlo's a bum. Which Charlo are you on about? Because I think Jamel's, on paper, I think Jamel's got some solid wins, to be fair. In fact, Jamal has as well, but Tank, AB, Roy Garcia, and Orlando Cruz have sword fights after dinner at night. Nino Gaggi throwing out the banter in the chat. 20% X. Why are all the Brooklyn Queens area fighters so emotional when reaching?
Single mothers.
BDA was sparring with Tank Davis, and Tank Davis got knocked down 3 times. What's with all the Tank Davis hate in the chat tonight?
He's a bum, that's why. Like, no one rates him, and rightfully so. I mean, his best winner is the guy who in my opinion, was paid off to stand in front of him.
Who's that? You on about Pedraza?
Yeah, look how you fought Beltran and then compare it to Davis.
Davis, yeah. Sold his belt.
Yeah.
Apology is right. What are you talking about? What's he right about, bro? Do you think Ward comes back? I hope not.
Fuck's sakes, no, let's not
Is
do
it
this.
me, right? Or it's just somehow Ward gets brought into every conversation
Yeah.
somehow.
I don't know how it happens, but every time.
Like Ward is what they're talking about him fighting the winner of Belly and Usyk. I just want to see him stay retired, man. I don't want to see him come back.
Exactly,
You know
he's
what I mean?
gonna shit all over the sport again. Like, I don't want to see his ass at all.
He retired as soon as all these top young guys were coming after him.
Yeah,
He
you
didn't
know who else did that?
who are you talking about?
Who do you think?
Who else did that? Mayweather?
Yeah,
Yeah, like Errol Spence
following
and
a similar path.
yeah, Spence Furman and stuff.
He did it twice actually. Like, he did it with Spencer Furman, and he did it with when he beat Hatton. I think he retired after that.
Well, when he came back and fought Marquez when Pacquiao beat Marquez.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and he was like fat blob at 140.
Yeah. Tank needs to go to his effing shine box. I'll donate $100 to ensure no more mention of Mayweather award, haha. Yeah, that's not going to happen, man. Like, somehow, I mean, Mayweather not so much, but most of these podcasts, Andre Ward gets brought up into the topic. Either Andre Ward, Adonis Stevenson, one of those guys gets brought up, and I don't know how. In fact, I wouldn't mind seeing them fighting, just getting a double knockout and just both retiring.
Yeah, same. Because I think Andre Ward will probably beat Stevenson.
In a really bad fight, I reckon, as well.
Yeah, a boring fight.
I'm very well versed in films, my friend. Just like boxing, TV not so much. I do watch the HBO shit. Yeah, in 2007, Floyd retired when Prime Cotto plastered Margarito and Paul Williams. Yeah. Floyd, you know, all the fights that we talk about that Floyd could have fought, you know, Margarito, Prime Cotto, Mosley when he was younger, Paul Williams, all these guys are the ones that people thought could have actually beat Floyd. Floyd was very good at how he went about his career. I mean, he was very clever. You know, he knew the right time when he fought Cotto. He knew the right time when he fought Pacquiao. You know, more money with less risk in the end. But, you know, Floyd's not even undefeated, really, is he? I mean, how many people thought he lost to Castillo? I did.
He's got 5 L's, man. Twice to Maidana.
Yeah, I thought the Maidana fight was close. I thought a lot of people I know thought Maidana won that first fight.
Floyd held to a DQ, in my opinion, in the second.
Do you think Froch deserves to go to the Hall of Fame? Absolutely, man. Have you seen that guy's resume? Beat 10 world champions. You know, he fought, you know, you look at the guys, I mean, I know he fought in the Super 6, but, you know, he fought Ward, Kessler, Taylor Abraham, Darrell, Groves, Butte. Who else has he fought? He fought Kessler in a rematch. Pascal. This guy's resume is legit. And he only lost to Ward and Kessler, so. And he avenged the Kessler one. So 100% Froch is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Fox is good, man. I wish he played the Triple G fight.
You wish Froch fought a Triple G?
Yeah, that would be a good fight, man.
Yeah. I don't think Golovkin would have knocked him out. I don't know, actually, because Golovkin was in his prime around the time that Froch retired, so.
He was. His chin is insane, man. And he's just a strong guy in general.
Yeah. I mean, Prince Nassim Hamid's in the Hall of Fame, so Froch definitely goes in there. Froch in his KO that Odell Beckham haircut. Oh, he's on about Charlie. I think he's overrated. Are you on about Froch? He lost to Darrell. That fight was. I don't think Darrell done enough in the UK. I just don't think he done enough in that fight to take the decision. I had Froch winning that fight. I mean, I forgot Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor was doing, that fight. He was losing that fight. I mean, that was one of the best finishes I've still to this day that I've seen. That what Froch done to Taylor in those last few seconds, man.
Yeah, that fight was exciting. You see the commentating over it. He's like, I come into England, Mom, and I'm bringing the title.
What about when Froch made that excuse losing the Kessel on that volcano ash? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, but watch that fight. The commentators go crazy in the Jermaine Taylor Froch match.
Know what, Cameron? You got to watch it again. I think it's all about Froch Durrell. That was a close fight, man. I mean, if you ask people in the chat right now how they scored that fight, I guarantee it'd be very subjective. It was a close fight, and Froch got a hometown decision. I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong for thinking Durrell won, because it was a very close fight. I just thought Froch edged that fight. I think he was the busier. I don't think he lost to Durrell. There you go. Too Sweet doesn't think he lost to Durrell. Did Groves get robbed against Badou Jack? I can't really call that fight. Nah, he didn't, did he? Let's be real. I don't know what you guys think in the panel, but I thought Jack won that fight.
Yeah, Groves got knocked down, and Jack just did more than Groves did.
I think that fight wasn't as close as people made out, actually. I thought Jack won quite clearly. I know, people say, it can be a close fight, but it can be a clear close fight. I think Jack clearly won that fight.
I think it was a close fight the same way Cotto Mayweather was a close fight. It was a close fight, but Mayweather clearly won. And in this fight, it was a close fight, but Badou Jack clearly won.
Matus in the chat says I had it 10 rounds to 2 for Durrell against Froch. Are you trolling, man? You must be trolling.
I mean, I thought it was close, but not that. No way.
Jack versus DeGale was really close. I thought Jack won that fight.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Durrell. You see his fucking face afterwards. Like, DeGale looked like a homeless person.
Yeah, he knocked his teeth out. That was Jack beat the last bit of prime out of DeGale in that fight.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm not LDBC, but really Durrell, who is a scrub. Look, Durrell did not win 10 rounds against Froch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what you were watching. Yeah, I can see how you thought he won 7 rounds, but come on, man, 10 rounds. You think it was that much of a robbing, man? I'm sorry, but you need to watch it again. Is apology actually Bane in disguise? Do you want to answer
that? Maybe.
No, guys, I ain't trolling. You got to watch that fight again. Durrell clearly won. I got to disagree. But Jack did enough to get the draw he wanted. No, even 9-3's an extreme shout, bro. I'll be honest.
Listen, if you're gonna give a 10-2, give that to DeGale Jack. That makes more sense than the Froch fight.
Durrell didn't. Apology is a Satanist who drinks goat blood. I don't know what that. I mean, you can assume who said that in the chat.
Yeah, I know it is. You all know. I mean, listen. I'm not going to get into it today.
As much as I love Pat-Man, it's like Floyd. Floyd won that fight. I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean that fight wasn't even close. I think I had Floyd winning 10-2 live against Pacquiao.
Really, Cameron 10-2. Damn.
I
had a fight draw. I don't want to get into it, but I had a draw.
Well, you had Floyd Pacquiao draw.
Yeah, I had a draw. Like both guys were just
that fight, man. I thought Floyd
both guys were like they weren't throwing as much as they should. One guy was hitting, and the other guy was hitting. I had a draw, but that's just me.
I scored it 10 rounds to 2 live. I haven't watched it again.
I mean, I watched it twice. The second time I scored for Pacquiao, but the first time was a draw. I'll stick to that score.
Wow. Fight Scout says Pacquiao won 9-3. I don't know about that.
I don't agree with that, but
I could see 8-4, but even that's kind of a stretch. I had it 7-5 Pacquiao, honestly.
I'm starting to wonder what the hell I was watching if these guys, a lot of you guys had it close. I mean, I legit had Floyd winning 10 rounds live.
I mean, were you drinking, Cameron? Or were you with your mates?
I was up all night. You know, I didn't sleep.
Yeah, that might have affected your score.
Maybe, maybe Adelaide Bird's Dark Soul just took me over that night. I had Floyd pack a draw or 7-5. Pacquiao. I mean, Pacquiao in a 9-3. I don't think so. LDBC had it 10 rounds. I'm not LDBC though. I can tell you that. Had Floyd
Cameron's
winning.
undercover LDBC confirmed.
Yeah. Even though I don't want to see Ward come back or anything. Floyd had a tune-up. Wants a tune-up for the Pacquiao rematch. I just want to see Floyd stay retired. I don't want to see any tune-up. I don't want to see the Pacquiao rematch. Why doesn't Floyd come back and fight Errol Spence or Keith Thurman? Why not? You won't do that.
Pacquiao is easy. Why does Floyd need a rematch? I mean, a tune-up.
Probably Mayweather Berto too. I had rumours that Pacquiao could be fighting Berto at the end of the year.
Man,
I think Floyd's going to go broke. Yeah, Floyd's only coming back needs the money. I mean, you think about it. This guy hasn't got any income going. He's got millions going out every month, every week.
yeah,
So
spend so much money.
I mean, he might have made almost $1 billion in his career, but I can guarantee you he hasn't got anywhere close to that in his bank account. Let me tell you that.
No.
Floyd came back and fight Spence Crawford. Nah, he's not going to fight Spence or Crawford, man, because Spence beats him at this point.
Yeah, so does Crawford, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, he only come back for a fight that's easy.
And do you know what? I wouldn't be so. I think the rematch between Floyd and Pacquiao might be closer than what I thought the first fight would have been before. So I think Pacquiao's been active, and I think Floyd. I wouldn't be surprised if Pacquiao actually done a lot better in the rematch. To be fair,
I think he will because he figured out Floyd's game in the first fight. So
not only that, I'm sorry, man. Not only that, his post shoulder surgery has got to account for something. That punch output is going to go up.
Floyd should come back in the octagon. No, he really shouldn't, bro. I'm sorry.
He really should not.
His tune-up's supposed to be in Japan according to boxing scene. I mean, who's he going to fight in a tune-up? I mean, who wants to see that? Floyd against what? Lamont Peterson? Robert Guerrero coming out of retirement for a rematch? I mean, come on now. Is Floyd broke? On the verge, I'd say. He's heading that way. Floyd needs some money, hence his window commercial. Yeah, he's on his way broke. That's what a boxing junkie said. He's on his way. Floyd can't live like a normal person. He's too suspending money at ridiculous rates. Like Jim Jeffrey said, I fucked so many sluts, I can't go back to nice girls, lol. Floyd needs to just stay on the beach and smoke some weed and call it a day. Yeah, but if he keeps going the way he is, he won't have any money to buy any weed, will he? Boxing junkie, what's good white chocolate? Okay. Did you guys watch Nordic Warrior Channel saying that Froch and other Hearn fighters are loading their gloves? That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, I heard him talking about that before, and I don't know, man. He basically said Froch would not take his gloves off because after the fight you normally take your gloves off, right?
Yeah.
And then you do the interview, but he didn't take his gloves off at all. So
do you know what?
That's a bit suspicious.
From what I remember, in the Groves rematch, I don't think he took his gloves off at all.
Yeah, and in the Butte fight as well, he didn't do that either.
Yeah, I was just thinking back now. I remember he didn't take his gloves off at all in the ring.
No, which is suspicious, but whatever.
I mean, let's be honest, Froch can bang anyway. I mean, Butte for one was always chinny, and so was Groves, but yeah, I can see why people think that. What's the pay rate for Floyd's bodyguards? I don't even want to know, bro, to be honest. I mean, he's had those bodyguards for a long time now.
It looks like nicely. Like, you see the stuff they're wearing, like the designer brands, shoes, shirts.
I mean, he obviously has to a lot of money. I mean, obviously he has to pay him a lot of money to keep stocking up on steroids as well.
Yeah. He pays them to be his friend as well, which is really sad.
he spends money on hoes to be friends with him.
I think you need to teach him how to pick up girls, man.
What do you say, bro?
You need to teach him how to pick up girls for free.
Bro, I'll be honest with you, straight up. I actually, after the boxing last night, I went out with a girl. I said on a podcast, I went out with a girl and ended up getting a blowjob in a car at 3 in the morning. Best one I've ever had, man. Best one I've ever had by far. So
You spend money on her.
no, I didn't. First time I met
See?
her actually.
See, you don't spend money.
It was actually good. It was the best one I've ever had. So shout out to her if you're listening. Overhand in the chat says Smith didn't take off his gloves after the fight. That looked a little fishy. Didn't clock on that. I didn't even notice. For there's a strip club in Vegas, I went there once. It was overpriced and bad service. Are you being serious, Tommy? You went to Ford strip club in Vegas? Let me know, bro. What are the hoes like there? Are they hot? Herm will make a slave out of Pacquiao. I hope that little Asian brother don't die. Thoughts on Billy Joe Saunders and his oxylothrone? What do you think about that? Apology. I'll give you that one.
I mean, I'm not too worried. Like, I think everyone's on it, but they haven't been caught yet. So, I mean, whatever. It's just, I don't really care, to be honest. Unless he's fighting Triple G or Canelo, I don't really care what he does.
I just don't care about Saunders at all, to be honest. Like if he gets stripped, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, they're talking about it. They're talking about on Jolly and stuff. I don't care if Saunders gets stripped. I genuinely don't. I've not cared about this guy's career for so long. Like,
Yeah,
since
he did it to himself.
Since he beat Andy Lee, what's he done? He beat David Lemieux. Wow. He fought
I thought he lost to Akovov.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have had the title in the first place.
Cameron blew his load off of HBO dying and not from the brain. Do you know what, bro? Right. I cannot comment on that. Smith hit Groves on the back of the head when he was down, an illegal shot which everyone ignored for some reason. Yeah, he did land a shot when he was down, but how many times do we see that in boxing?
I mean, Groves was done anyway.
He was, man.
That shot didn't land, get back up.
GGG versus Jacobs, Garcia versus Porter, Trout versus Canelo weren't robberies. People think any close fight are robberies. Exactly, Battle Rifle. This is what I say all the time.
I mean, I scored. I thought the Trout fight clearly won. I mean, the Lara fight I gave to Lara, but Trout was missing so many shots when Canelo was on the ropes. Canelo landed the cleaner, harder shots. Trout looked kind of poor in that fight. Go watch that fight again. Trout was missing all night.
How can I win that fight?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
easy,
I didn't think it was close.
Trout was missing, man. He didn't look that good.
Well, Cameron, it was a mix of HBO dying and getting brain. Do you know what? I mean, basically what happened was I met her because I was supposed to go on a date last night, and then I came down with the illness, and I didn't want her to catch it. I wanted to turn up, so we're doing that tomorrow night now. Because basically, I'm going on a date with this girl. Apology, she just ran a corner, right? Literally the same. I've never heard of her before in my life. She's my age, which is even weirder. Literally going on a date with her, proper date with her. No, not spoke sexy or anything. I thought, fuck it, she's a nice girl. So I thought, right, she's a nice girl, so I'm gonna get one last blowjob in, and that was what happened last night. But nah, man, it was good. I didn't get off on HBO, trust me.
Well, that's what is that it? Just one last blowjob and he's moving on.
Yeah, I mean,
you haven't caught feelings. Are you sure, Cameron? You haven't caught any feelings?
No engagement looming. I can tell you that.
Then that bitch on.
I'm not going to have any more engagements until next year now.
No.
I've had 5 this year already. Hype Billy Joe Saunders and Andrade fight. I could care less about that fight. I really can't. That's a good fight as well, but low round the corner. Bro, she is literally round the corner. Like, I went on one of these dating apps and I matched her and it said less than a mile away. And I said, where do you live? She told me where she lived and it was the same estate as mine. And I thought,
LOL.
Yeah, I thought, do it, man. You know what I mean? Let's meet up. So she went last night. She goes, do you want to go for a drive? And then I said, yeah, but I came down with this fucking flu and I didn't want to catch it or anything. So I said, let's do it Sunday night and I'll dose up until then. So
yeah, you should. We're on a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, I was on a podcast instead.
Yeah, no, you should bring her on.
Cam's a savage. Cam, you little play like me, brother. Was a girl a Ukrainian hooker? No, she's actually a British girl. I don't go for Ukrainians. No offense.
Wow, damn. What's wrong with Ukrainian girls?
I've got nothing against Ukrainian girls. You know what? I've got a fetish for black girls, but I don't know what it is, man. Like,
wait, what? Get out of here, Cameron. Ew. Ugh.
Straight up, bro. Like, I love a black girl, bro. Honestly.
Ugh. Ugh. Really?
Come on, bro. Honestly, bro.
The attitude, their entitlement, hell no. Their noise, nah.
I like a black girl, bro. I mean, you know, I've got off with one. I've not actually slept with one, but I've done some shit with one, and they're proper into it. So they got their ass going on and everything.
Fam, they're the worst. Hell no.
They love a white guy. A lot of these black girls love a white guy, and I'm white as they come.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Fuck them.
I come across as quite a fuckboy, but I'm actually
I'm not
not.
that way.
I've been on a lot of dates this year, but I've not like. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's been quite a crazy year. Like, basically, I'd say the truth. I went through a lot of health problems over the last few years, and I didn't meet anybody in that time, so I'm kind of making up for it this year. And I've done that a bit OTT, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Just stay away from them black bitches. Trust me, Cameron.
And use a condom always.
Yeah. Just don't date black women in general. Stay away from them.
Overhand says apology. Your mum. Overhand says apology. Your mum is black though.
What? Okay, we're talking about dating. Like, I'm not gonna date my mom.
So you like black girls more than Ukrainian girls? I like all genres and of girls and Europeans and Asians. I don't really mind. I'm got a lot of love for everybody. That's the PC answer, isn't it? So.
Boo,
I thought you were gonna say all genders. I was gonna.
I almost said that, bro. I almost said it. I got in there lucky. Apologies, you Satanist coon. So you like black? Yeah, I've never been with a black chick actually, just Spanish and white, and one Iranian. In UK, is more into dating black girls. Do like white guys all around though. My buddy named 20 pickup girls in Haiti in America. Yeah, this girl. I'll tell you a story. This girl that I'm going on a date with, my brother actually tried following her on another social media outfit, and she messaged me saying, "I think your brother is following me," and I went ape shit. I went absolutely ape shit. Gave my brother a nice little slap in the face for following a girl that I found first. And now she's a good girl to be honest. Like, so I'm just looking forward to it. I mean, no funny business. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm sure I'll have a picture on the next podcast. You know what I'm like. Here's the chat. We're talking about women now. It's quite funny, and I'm banging a Satanist. So what are you gonna do? So, Matus the chat says when I was 19. See what he's gonna say. African black or mulattas? I like African blacks. You know what I mean? Like, I like the real dark girls. Don't know about what would you go for, apology then, or Guerrero? Can't Money want to go like likes these African girls, like these real dark girls, or what?
Nothing against black girls, but they're just a little too dark for me.
Yeah, I'll see myself to about what the hell is mulattas? What the hell is that? The chick was in the Israeli army too. She had all kinds of videos of blasting machine guns in the desert. I was like, damn, hun. Oh, mixed. I like the Latinas. Everyone loves a Latina, right? I love that. I'll follow a few on Twitter.
I have Asian yellow fever, so that's what I go for. There's this girl at work I kind of like, and she's Asian, so.
When was the last time you went on a date, apology, or?
Yeah, Asians are cool.
A very long time.
Why? Why don't you get yourself out there, bro?
Too busy, too lazy.
Nah, man, that's all I do every day is just talk to bitches, man, and 24/7.
No, man, ain't nobody got time for that.
First thing I do when I wake up is get on my phone and message all the bitches that message me overnight. Then I'll do it until I go to sleep at night.
The first thing I do is check my bank account. And I realise I'm rich because I don't spend money on women. Here you go.
Cam, I got a beautiful black woman from the south with all that ass. I'll hook it up. Yeah, bro, hook me up with that. Yeah, nothing against black chicks. I've never banged one, lol. Of course, I grew up with a bunch of crazy ghetto black chicks in Chicago, so lol. I hate Latinas. This has been an all-out podcast tonight. Overhand, why would you bring up my mum when we're talking about dating to see your comment? You're missing out, Cam. What am I missing out on, bro? I mean, I talk to a lot of bitches, you know what I mean? So what am I missing out on here exactly? Let me know. Apology, too busy drinking. Women boxing could be so much bigger if they had a bigger personality and can knock people out. Yeah, I think Katie Taylor is pretty good to watch in terms of like aggression, but I'm just not into women's boxing, not being sexist or anything. But how are British women like? Well, the ones I find are very easy and not difficult to get into the bed. I'll just say that. You'll know when it comes around, though.
I mean, like I said earlier, there's a girl at work I like, but I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like going out people that I work with. That's nah.
well, this girl that I got a blowjob of last night, she sent me a video beforehand of her getting fucked in a work office, and I was like, fuck, man. That's why I didn't sleep with her, because you know what I mean? Like, she kind of that reputation. Well, like, give me a blowjob, because I'm not going to catch anything. Just, you know what I mean? So that sounded brutal as fuck, but it is what it is.
I mean, if she gave you it, she must have liked it. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, she when she was giving me the blowjob, like I was on the verge of coming. Every time I was on the verge of letting my loco, she'd stop, and it was fucking horrendous. Like shit, for like 20 minutes, she was doing it, and I was like, "Are you gonna fucking let him go or what?" In the end, I just
she
fucking
was teasing you.
In the end, I just forced the red down and just let it go, man.
She was teasing you.
Yeah, fuck that. Use a condom and you're good. Yeah, I'm no player either. I've only banged like 15 chicks. Hang on a minute. I've only banged 15 chicks, give or take, and I've got some stories, lol. That's quite a lot. I mean, I'm not even banged 15 chicks, bro.
I mean, that's a lot for a man, but for a woman, that's.
I'm in double figures. I'm in double figures, but I'm not above 15. Then again, all mine, yeah, use a condom. Don't have them kids early. I'll be honest with you, right? I was speaking to this girl a few months ago, and she thought I was really good looking, right? And she literally said, I never met this girl before, and she was talking about her kids, like kids and shit. Like, do I want to have kids one day? I was like, yeah, one day. And she was like, do you want to come round and make a baby now? And she was being deadly serious. Like, she wanted me to come round and make a baby with her. She was like, oh, you're gorgeous. Like, you'd be that type of guy I want as a dad to my kids. I was like, you don't even know me. And you want me to come round and make a kid? Get the fuck out of here.
She didn't have any kids.
Nah, she didn't have any kids, bro.
On that offer.
Nah,
she didn't?
man. Nah, she didn't have any kids, bro. She wanted me to just go around and make a kid with her. Oh, do you think I'm just going to turn up and make a kid with this girl I've never met before? Come on now.
Sounds like a dream come true if she's good looking.
Yeah, but come on, man. You never met this girl before, and you get an offer like, come round and make a baby with me. I mean, the fuck. British girls, the scale is big. Plenty of fit bitches, though. Yeah, especially around my age. I'm 22, so yeah, so a lot of I mean,
you still got.
Yeah, I've still got.
You still got plenty of years to meet other one.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna spend the next few years just messing about with a few bitches still, and yeah, I mean, I've been on a few dates and a few things that like they were getting serious and shit.
Yeah, you can. Just remember, you're in charge. You're the man of the relationship. Don't let them walk all over you. And wear a condom.
Yeah,
don't get fooled when they tell you that the crime rate is down in New York. Every time I watch the local news, they're always talking about, well, there was a stabbing here, there was a stabbing there, there was a shooting there, but the crime is down.
What's going on, Recognise? This is your host for one night only. A very special VIP episode of BDA Boxing, talking about bitches and hoes. Welcome to the flipping episode.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, before we get into this bitches and hoes talk that we're carrying on, what did you think of the Grove Smith fight last night? Because you weren't on the show.
Damn, I was bit shocked. It looked like every shot Smith hit him with was, especially with that counter right, man. He was just always in trouble. He looks big as fuck in that weight class. Like, he looked like he puts on proper weight when he's done draining himself. It was in a way like a surprise. Obviously, that I thought going in Groves would have beat him. So for him to get knocked out in the 7th round, I thought he was winning the whole fight, just about. Maybe you could give Groves 2 rounds. But yeah, I mean, now that it's over, let's see him against some of the bigger names at super middleweight.
Can I just say something in the chat? Matu says, "Is it true British women got big tits?" I'll be honest, no. All the girls I've been with have generally not had big tits, apart from like 1 or 2. Hang a minute.
You want to know something? I hooked up with a British chick one time. She was like mulatto chick. I didn't really. She was hot as hell, but I just didn't like her. I hate to say it, I just didn't like her accent. Yeah, it was it.
Chick accent. I don't know why. You're this girl that used to go to my school and she had a big British accent, and for some reason that turned me on. Don't know why.
It turned me on when I would just like hear her talk, but in the bedroom for some reason I just didn't work out for me. Just didn't work out.
Yeah, like I said,
she
bro.
Still is hot though. She was hot, so.
I've got a date tomorrow night, bro. So on the next show on Wednesday, when the hell it is, expect a new picture. You know what I mean? An engagement party and shit.
Oh God! Recognize talk some sense into him, please.
Cameron, come on. How many? I wish Stu was here. Stu really breaks it down.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad. You know what I mean, I'm making the most of Stu not being here.
Cameron's been engaged 4 times this year.
Not true, by the way. I've had, you know what I mean? It's just not been a good year when it comes to serious shit.
Apology. Cameron's the kind of guy that tells girls. He's like girls' worst nightmare. He tells them, "Yeah, I love you. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll give you anything you want. I'm the right guy. Me." Once he does whatever he wants, he's out of there.
It's like, yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta do something.
Because women are suckers for that, right? Like they love when a guy tells them that shit. I just never had the heart to like. I've done it a few times. Don't get me wrong, but I just never had the heart to tell a girl.
Too Sweet in the chat says this Cameron is a player. I'm not a player. Like I don't understand where this reputation comes from. The fact I've had 4 engagements this year. What's wrong with that?
I mean, they ended, didn't they? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't you have like 2 or 3 at the same time? 2 or 3 engagements at the same time? Or was it 2? Was it 2?
No, basically, I met one girl on the 18th of June. Then I met another one 2 days later, and that's the one I got serious. That's basically what happened there. I met like 10 girls in the space of a month in June. I went on a bit of a mad one. Only one of them worked out. Ain't no fun. Huh?
That's just a damn 10 in 1 month.
Yeah, I recognise Cameron says he's into black girls. Yeah, I am, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I've got a fetish for him.
So am I. I mean, it depends on what kind. I like more the light skin. I like West Indie girls.
I like the real dark African sort of.
Nah, I like the girls. I like girls from like Trinidad. What's the other one?
So non-Western black girls, you're saying?
Yeah, no, I like African American girls. It depends. Really, I'm not attracted to them.
Yeah, because of attitude, right? Recognize?
Yeah, it's that attitude.
There you go. See,
I like feminine women. You got to act feminine. Like if you act like me, you got testosterone like me. I don't want to.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, you get out of here. Like
the Fight Scout says, "Aren't you black?" Apology.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. A lot of these people in chat basically talking about apology.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't like black girls. That's not my fault.
Apologies. A few questions that apologies had tonight. Isn't your mum black? Aren't you black?
Oh God. Yeah. So is the apology supposed to be into his mom? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense when they bring it up.
Let's see what else in the chat. Apology is a Pakistani.
No, I'm black, bro.
Oh shit! Apologies, a Pakistani.
Do you know what? It hurts when I laugh, bro. Because I'm suffering with this flu right now, and my chest hurts when I laugh. So, Chef of the Suns, man, keep it low a bit.
I saw X was going at me and you. Apology.
Yeah, calling us devil worshippers because we drink goat's blood. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
Weird agrees says I'm dead. No, it's a bit of issue, bit of a lot of women are like that. Women run round down, and men round up. Whatever number women tells you, multiplied by 3.
Multiply by 5, mate.
Apology got Amir Khan posters all over his room. What's all the hate on
I
Apology?
got Ahmed Khan's wife posters.
Cameron, what do you think about mass migration into Britain? That's more of a question for Apology. They don't really get into that sort of thing.
It's bad. I mean, look at the state of Britain. It's on fire, literally.
X likes women like Takeshi 69. Recognise, keep your spick hands off my sisters. This chat is madness, man. Cam straight to politics.
You can have those sisters. No one wants them.
Yeah.
Like,
putting my name and politics in the same sentence just doesn't go. The only thing I care about is boxing, boxing, sex, and girls as a whole.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I'm 22 years old. I don't care about politics, man.
You should, Cameron.
I don't vote. I just want sex and boxing and drink and beer. That's all I care about right now.
I used to be like that, man. I mean, I don't really care. Like, I don't believe in none of these politicians, but I get what you're saying.
One day I will, you know what I mean? Once I feel like I've got a good 4 or 5 years left before I start fucking getting into that sort of shit. She puts too much makeup on. There are a lot of virgins out there you can get in them because they're boring.
What's a virgin?
I took my ex's virginity, and she wasn't that bad, to be fair.
Except Apology. Apology probably wants a virgin.
As long as they're Pakistani, of course.
Yeah, as long as they're from Pakistan.
Jesus Christ. Listen,
more
apologies from Pakistan.
Yeah.
A weird degree says sex, beer, boxing sounds good until you hit 28. That's what I'm saying, bro. Until I'm around 26, 27 or something, that's when I'll probably change. More Apology hate incoming. Too Sweet says Apology is into tranny.
Oh, shit.
Listen, Carl's wife, I don't know, Carl's wife looks nice to me, but I don't know why people say she's a tranny.
Who's this?
I think Fight Scout said she looks like a tranny, and then Too Sweet was Khan's wife. Apparently she looks like a tranny.
No, she just looks like a very fake Barbie doll, but Pakistani version. The baddest bitch is a Colombian.
I mean, I have a thing for like Asian girls, like across the board, from like the Middle East all the way to like Japan. I don't know why, but that's the type of girl I like.
Oh, you got that Asian fetish.
Sorry, Apology drinks tranny blood.
Where does tranny talk come from?
Don't pay attention to that, Apology. That's your boy.
I'm fucking dying, man. This chat. True, Khan's wife wears way too much makeup. It's usually a sign the girl's nasty underneath. Well, Khan's the one who cheats on the bitch, so he's the one who goes on the scope and gets his fucking dick out. The Apology sex map. I got some head from a Colombian at a strip club in Florida one time. She was a fucking dime dude. Apology has yellow fever. Apology seems to be getting a lot of hate tonight.
Colombian girls are hot. Colombian chicks. I don't know how you in the UK. You guys have a lot of Spanish chicks over there, or
more? Yeah, I see a lot of Polish girls over here. To be honest, bro.
Polish, okay.
I'm talking to a Polish right now. She's quite hot. Her name's called Patricia.
Patricia. Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite hot, bro. Like, she doesn't speak very good English and shit, but that doesn't really matter when you're in a bedroom, does it? As long as they all sound the same orgasmic voice.
Well, you turn off the light, they all look the same.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Hey, BDM, you got a Hangout link. BDM, she ran a corner as well, Cam. Good one, we'd agree. Yeah, we got a Hangout link. Bucho, I don't know if you're there, bro. A Battle Rifle wants a link. You're just at Bucho for the link. Yeah, if you want to talk, come on and talk about strippers and...
Yeah, the more the merrier. No, but seriously, like, I know Asian chicks seem to be the most tidy, the most, like, you know, respectful, feminine.
What girls are the easiest to lay though? Biggest slags? Do you know what? I mean, I've only actually gone for white chicks, so.
I mean, isn't all women like that? I mean, like, there's slags from every type.
Nino Gaggy says, I've always wanted to bang a Russian with that accent for some reason. Colombian chicks will lure you somewhere next morning, you wake up missing a kidney.
Yeah.
Can you ask him to send an invite to the Hangout? Booch, I don't know if you can hear us, right, but Battle Rifle wants a link to the Hangout. You can sort that out.
My
Yeah,
favorite women are Colombians, Brazilians, and certain kind of Trini girls from Trinidad that are like Indian and black mix. Those are my favorite kind of girls.
By the way, I've just Battle Rifle. I've just hit Bucho up, so you should expect a link. I expect, unless he's fallen asleep or something. Bucho's pasted out drunk. Yeah, do you know what? It was my idea to do the show. I said to Bucho, there's a show tonight, and he set it up. And he was like, "Do you want to host it?" And I was like, "Shit, why not?" This has probably been, at least we're interacting with the chat. Trinidad like Rihanna kinda. Yeah. Apologies, perfect scenario.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I hate Rihanna.
She's from Barbados, but it's like that kind. Something like that.
I can't stand her, man.
No, she got an attitude. She looks alright.
She's okay, man.
Corruption in Boxing says, apologies, perfect scenario for sex is Stallone and Bullock in a Demolition Man. No physical contact intercourse.
Yeah, there have to be like, what's it called? When you go into like a lab and you're clean properly.
The fight scout says all Brazilians look the same. They have this sort of Down syndrome look.
Well, they got foul.
They got proper asses though on them.
Yeah, and they're spiritual as well.
Right, can we talk about one thing though? I think we need to clear up, right? And this is the topic of eating ass, because I don't understand what is so bad, because obviously I've got a history of it, as people know. If you're new in the chat, I've got a history of eating ass.
Cameron, can I share something with you? I guarantee you, all right? I won't admit it, but I guarantee you, most of everybody in the chat, some of the panelists, they've all done it.
Yeah, man, I've eaten ass a lot. I've eaten a girl's ass more than pussy a few times. And people in the chat, if there's anybody in the chat, don't be scared. A lot of you haven't got your real names up, which is even better. If you've eaten ass, please back me up. That is actually not as bad as people make out. Some girls, when some girls have slept about a bit, their pussy smell like raw. Like when you open, you got like a bottle of milk and you've had it in the fridge for about 8 or 9 months, and you open it up and it smells like shit. That's what some girls' pussy smell like. Sometimes the ass is a cleaner option, which is vile when you consider what comes out of it. But sometimes I've eaten ass.
Or you just don't eat it at all.
Sometimes it stinks, man, for reals.
Carlos is
That stinks. Like, the fact stinks telling you not to. It's telling you not to eat it.
Apology sounds better than Cameron now. Yeah, maybe the eating arse thing's put me in a bad light to some people now. Not trying to be racist, but why do a lot of British men look they have a Benjamin Button disease? Liam Smith looks like he's 50 years old.
Well,
look.
Do those guys look inbred to you? Is it just me?
Oh no! Look, have you never walked down the street, saw a girl with an amazing ass, and thought I would generally lick that out? Am I the only one? Come on now.
Nope.
Yeah, of course.
No.
There you go, Ryan.
Of course not.
No, I'm saying, of course. I've thought about it. I've been like, damn, I would dive in that ass.
Never in my life.
He was calling me out. Did I know? He was calling. I'm very happy I placed.
Wait a second. Whose voice was that?
What was that fucking?
That
was Hamed. That was Hamed sound.
Yeah, that was Hamed.
Is that X?
He's like, he's calling me out.
Is that recognized? Is that X?
Liam's pretty great. Yeah, Liam Smith was great when he came out.
What is going on? Is that recognized?
Liam Smith was great. Liam Smith was great when he came out of his mum's pussy. That's how long.
Come on, man.
Carlos Espinal wants to join the podcast, Bucho. Carlos Espinal says he wants it.
Cameron, do these guys look inbred to you? Is it just me?
What guy?
The Smith family. I don't know. They look a bit awkward.
Yeah, I think Paul Smith's a joke. I like Cam Smith. I think Cam Smith is the one who looks normal, but all the others look a bit weird.
Yeah, like the inbred or something like that.
You should be thinking about clapping them cheeks, not eating the cornhole, Mass Puto. Look, honestly, bro, some girls' asses smell cleaner than their pussy, bro. Being deadly serious.
Don't worry about it, man. All these people that be commenting, they do a lot worse than
Leave this that come.
Bucho's just in the background playing his sandbox, listening to the show, thinking, I almost got this show.
I'll tell you what, man. You know when girls get too comfortable around you, they've been, you know, like a little too comfortable. They're always around you. That's what they do. You're in the shower, chilling out. Next thing you know, you hear that fucking noise in the background.
Bro, speaking on girls, some look good with their clothes on, but it ain't what it seems when they're off, man. Oh, trust me, bro. I've met a girl before who had massive tits. As soon as she took their bra off, they were sagging down on the floor, man, like fucking Paul Smith's fucking excess skin when he fought Andre Ward. That's how bad it was. Hey, man, what's the deal with LD and Jimmy? They're good, man. They're good. If it doesn't pass the smell test, then mission abort. Yeah, well, I mean, look, I could smell this girl's pussy when she just pulled her pants down, man. I didn't have to go down those first. I could just smell it from a mile off. Open a can of tuna fish and leave it in the fridge for a few months. You know what I mean when I talk about that smell.
I take it as when you meet a girl, you want her to be so damn clean that you would think about that. That you would even, that right? Like if a girl stinks, it's like I don't know about anybody else. I'm like, all right, goodbye. Maybe I let her. Maybe I might let her blow me. That's it. You know.
Yeah, even that's risky.
And even that's risky. I
think that's something. Listen, if I get a small whiff, then no. Even
mate, I'll tell you what, you think I'm bad, right? What a close mate of mine let a girl do him up the arse with a strap on. His girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Disgusting.
And you think I'm bad? I would never even consider. Nothing's gone up my arse ever. Fuck. So.
Dude, I met a chick that actually tried to degrade me and say, "Oh, my last no, listen." She said to me, "My last boyfriend used to let me do things with him with a dildo." She was trying to tell me that she wanted to use a dildo with me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I heard that before.
I'm like, listen, she was like this fine Spanish chick, Puerto Rican, nice body, everything. And she tried to like be hard with it. I'm like, listen, bitch, that will never happen.
Like, nothing goes near my fucking ass, man. That's it. That's my rule.
She was like, oh, I can't bring it even to the bed. I said, listen to me. She was like, oh, my ex-boyfriend was a real man. So what are you talking about? I said, no, he's not. Not if he was letting you bone him in the ass with a dick.
Exactly. What the fuck?
The fight scout says, apologies, one of those guys that needs to have sex in one of those black plastic suits.
Yeah, I need a lab coat, a black plastic suit.
I'll tell you what, out of all of us here, you know there's one guy that never caught a sexually transmitted disease, and that's 100%. That's a fucking apology.
Whoa! I've never had an STD. Well, not that I know.
Yeah, talk about that, Cameron. I mean, you're feeling ill right now. Just saying.
Yeah, I've got the flu, bro. You know, that's what it is.
The flu. Okay, Cameron.
Cameron.
Do you know what, bro? I've actually had a lot. I've had a lot of flu. Like, I've had a lot of flu this year, actually. Well, I might have to go get tested.
I've been texting women.
I've been well, honestly, bro. I've slept with about 6 girls like this since last summer with no condom, and I've not been tested at all.
Exactly. I do have the flu, so
you gotta love Cameron's honesty, right? Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what, since last summer I boned like 6 different chicks without a condom.
Yeah. I think you should get tested, bro.
I think you should get tested, bro. And Cameron, by the way, I'm not trying, you know, I used to do the same thing too. 100%.
Fuck it, we're gonna die one day.
No, when you're getting tested, you're like crossing your fingers. At least for me, I'm like, oh God, I'm like, please don't let this happen to me.
Well, I've been booking. I was going to book a doctor's appointment just to see if this flu's like not actually bacterial, so I can get antibiotics. I'm going to change that appointment. See if we've got fucking AIDS now.
Yeah. Me
No,
and you
but that's
being,
the if anybody's ever if anybody here ever like had a sexually transmitted or STD test, that's the first thing you think. You're not thinking about like some regular shit. You're like, man, I hope I don't have the big one. God, please. I'll wear condoms. I'll wear condoms from now on. Please, please.
You know what, bro? Even if I ain't, I mean, fuck. No, I'll get tested, bro. You know what I mean? I'll sort it out. But now, as far as I'm wet, I'm clean. But then again, I might be no cleaner than fucking than any
an
than fucking.
asshole. An
I might be.
asshole.
Yeah, I might be no cleaner than girls' arseholes I've eaten out as a whole. But nah, fuck it, I ain't got
It's like
AIDS.
Chris Rock. You guys ever heard Chris Rock's comedy show? And he's like, yeah, I got tested for STDs. I passed. I got a D minus or some shit. Oh, he got a C minus. He said something like that.
Too scared to take an STD test? No, bro. I just never thought of it. I thought, fuck it, what you know? Like, I trusted all the girls I've been with, and I kind of knew of them. But you never know. Some people don't even know they got this shit. So one of these girls might have had something and giving it to me and shit. You can't trust a lot of these bitches, man. Like Apology says, if you know whatever the number that they tell you they slept with times about 5. If a girl says she slept with 5 people, they slept with 25. They've slept
Yeah,
with 50,
because
they slept with 250.
think about it. Think about it. There's girls, there's average or even below average looking girls that can just go into any bar and get laid.
Yeah, because the thirst is real.
So imagine because so many thirsty motherfuckers out there. So imagine a fine one. You know what I'm saying? Like a real nice looking one. That shit is easy for her. It's too easy. She doesn't even think about it. She just wakes up. Do I feel like getting some tonight? That's how easy sex comes for them. You know, whereas us, it's like, yo, I gotta work out, gotta make sure I got the nice cut, nice cologne, everything, you know.
Yeah, make sure everything's on point. If you
Everything's
slip
on
up once,
point.
that's it.
Let me get if you got a nice car, make sure it's nice and washed and ready to go. Yeah. These fucking bitches want unrealistic shit.
Yeah, they want like David Beckham.
They
and
want you
we're
they want you to be in tip top shape, have all the money in the world, the nicest car, everything, and they bring they just bring the ass.
Funny how
and
BDA always turns.
Leaving you.
Funny how BDA always turns from hardcore boxing to random shit. This is a second Renaissance show. Yeah, it's not even a second
That's
Renaissance
how
show.
we do it, man. If anybody's ever been on the show, we know they should know by now.
Yeah, we do what the fuck we want.
Almost got the show shut down at the start of it. I was talking about something, and then Bucho said that he got notified of them saying that it's not this content's not suitable for all advertisers or something. So
what were you talking about?
I was talking about like the documentaries of serial killers that I've watched, and I was kind of going into graphic detail and stuff.
Yeah,
YouTube
we should talk about that.
Now.
Like serial killers. So I watched documentaries as well on the serial killers.
The Hungerford Massacre was one I watched earlier today.
Yeah, let's leave that alone before we get BDA shut down.
Yeah, I think it's because I was actually going into graphic detail of the weapons that this guy was using. So,
have you seen the one with the homosexual where he like brings guys over and then and then he bathes them in acid after he kills them?
Nah, man, I'm not seeing. I heard that one, man.
I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, he used to bring gay people over, have sex with them, kill them, and then bathe them.
You should not be laughing at that, but fuck it.
There was somebody like that. I want to say in the late '80s or the early '90s. The fuck was that guy's name?
We were talking about the same one. It was in America.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. Him.
This fucking girl I know is drunk. She's just called me princess. She's getting fucking ragdolled. I'll tell you that for calling me that.
Yeah. You see, you know what that is, Karen, right? You know what that is. She's trying to get you angry.
She's getting slapped.
Come into shit test. Don't fall for it. I'm
gonna slap her about the room, mate. I'm gonna fucking use and abuse that slag just for calling me that comment.
You know what you do? Take it easy. Go in there real nice and suave. Don't even give her the effort that she wants from you. Just jizz on her face. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fucking choke that slag. I'm gonna do a Stuart and get a scarf and strangle that slag.
Yeah. And pour the body in acid and let her burn.
Fucking hell, this podcast is going to be AWOL.
Big apology, man.
Kalinsky, the Iceman. think that's the one you're on about. Apology.
Oh, that's the hitman. That was the guy that worked for the mob. Yeah. Was it also in America?
Oh, are you on about Jeffrey Dahmer?
Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Yeah, Dahmer.
Too Sweet goes, what is this show? He's a new listener. Yeah, bro, this is this is your typical BDA. This is the typical BDA boxing show. We'll talk boxing for half an hour, then we'll talk about bitches and hoes and documentaries.
We might go back to boxing, you know, but we will be talking about everything else.
Yeah. I heard that Apology UK guy who tries to acid the body in a hot tub.
Yeah, I've heard loads of serial killer stories, man. These people are crazy.
Yeah, the one I was on about was Michael Ryan. That one I was on about.
Well, serial killers, like when you watch these documentaries or whatever, what it teaches you is like, if you really put your mind to it, man, you're not safe. Like if a guy's really putting all his effort into like killing human beings, you're just not safe, man. He's
let's be real, bro. Let's be real. It's quite deep, but let's be real. This is the truth. Like, one of us can walk where we live right now. One of us can walk out the road, walk out our street tomorrow night and get shot up. Somebody, you know, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right now, like every day, you know, if you think about it, when we walk outside, that next human being, as well as ourselves, we should be thankful that they let us live.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, it's like, all right, that guy, if he really wanted to, he could just sneak attack me. I'm dead. You know, I could do the same thing to him as well.
Do you not wonder though? Like, do you not wonder, like, you know, these serious mass murders that, you know, that you know go around and they do, you know, like they have like 25 casualties and they injure like another 20. Like, what goes to their mind to one day just wake up in the morning and do that? You know what I mean?
They don't. Nothing goes through their mind. Like they did studies on them. They literally don't notice emotions. Like they can't physically notice someone's emotion. So when they're killing someone, they're screaming. They don't understand what that means.
You gotta understand, people rationalize things. They don't actually get up and say, "I'm gonna do evil today." Like nobody really gets up and say, like even Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm sure rationalize why he would like lure men to his house and then, you know, give them head and then fucking chop their head off. Like I'm sure there was like he rationalized it in his head why he was doing that.
Recognised. Oh, the girl called me princess just now. I went, you just call me princess. She went, yeah. I went, she got quite a big forehead. I went, never call me princess again, you big forehead cunt. That's what I was called her, and she's raging.
You fucked up. That's not what she wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
Karen, she wanted you to come over and take it out on her. That's what.
Yeah. You want to beat her up.
She wanted you to abuse her in the bedroom. That's what she wants.
Yeah, beat her up in the bedroom.
Beat her up pussy.
However,
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
What do we mean when we say throwing punches with bad intention? We mean we want to seriously hurt people.
That's
that fucking intro, bro, every time.
Fucking hell, it's you laughing every time, man.
I went to just before you come in. Actually, I also said where you can land serious jetliners on that forehead. But yeah, what's going on, bro?
I'm good. Are you guys all doing all right?
Did you watch the Eubank fight in the end?
Yeah.
What do you make of Eubank at the fight?
He never got out of second gear. He looked like, I don't know. He looked like he was trying to box. He's been working with the Mayweathers and that, isn't he? Apparently, and like, he looked like he was trying to. I don't know. He said he was trying to sort of like get round in and try new things out. I normally don't buy a fucking lick of that, but I think he might have been. Like, I don't know. He didn't look great, to be honest. It wasn't the exciting stuff that we've seen from him before. Like, I know he's flawed and stuff, but what did you think, Cameron?
So yeah, just on top of abstract, Overhand in the chat seems to enjoy your intro as well. Just by his comment, he went, that intro, lol. It is quite a good intro. Yeah, do you know what? There's I don't know if you saw it, but on Twitter and other social media, there was something going around that somebody said that McDonough was actually going down in the fourth round, and one of the betting sites disqualified the betting because there was suspicious betting, and somebody put money on McDonough going down in the fourth round. So there's kind of
Well,
some thing going on
well, it's
about
weird. It's weird that you say that. Did you see his interview with IFL after the fight?
who Eubank or McDonough.
Well, both of them, but McDonough I'm talking about.
No, I only saw the Eubank one, I think.
McDonough in his interview after the fight said, because you know, like there was that whole like he tried kicking off with him afterwards and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. So like in that interview with IFL, he was saying like he shouldn't be saying things like that because I could end up losing my purse, like I could end up getting disqualified. And I thought that was a fucking weird thing to say. Now you just said that, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a screenshot going around on social media of some guy saying that he was going down the fourth round. They put serious money on him. So there's something going around about that. It was a bit of a dodgy ending as well. You look at it like the way he went out in the fourth round at the end of the round and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, like he was like the shoulder he apparently injured. Like he like literally, because I watched it again afterwards. I was thinking it was a bit weird. Like, and I watched it again afterwards, and he was throwing shots with that shot, or at least attempt with that arm. Sorry, or at least attempting to, right up until the fucking end. So like. It's like Rigo with the fucking sore hand. It's like, when did you break the hand? Because you never fucking landed anything. I mean, you know, it's, I don't know. I just think he knew he wasn't, Eubank was just like a level above him, even though Eubank ain't no great shakes, like in a lot of ways. Like he was a level above McDonough, let's have it right. He was so much quicker than him, so much snappier and stuff.
Boxing is a dirty sport, man.
Yeah,
anything. It's possible, man. You know? People think that it's like fixing like the other fighter can't win. It's not about that. It's about predicted outcomes. So the money goes where it's supposed to go. That's what it's about, really.
Yeah, it's like Canelo. The reason Canelo gets so many decisions, the reason is it serves people to have Canelo's record look really good, because Canelo's a money guy and he creates a lot of money for a lot of different people, and it's like it's pretty simple. It's not rocket science, is it?
It's like the Pacquiao fight and Mayweather fight. The Pacquiao Mayweather. Going in, it was a Mayweather was a 3-1 favorite. However, by week ends, by the time the fight was about to come, so many people put money on Pacquiao because look, the dude had a hell of a shot going into the fight and to win. And I thought, at least in my opinion, I thought he won the fight. I don't think he won by a landslide, but I thought he won the fight. Right? It was one of those boring, hard to score kind of fights.
recognized that.
Vegas came out on top. If you really look at it,
One of you guys just got to take over for a bit. I'll go get some painkillers, man, because my temperature's soaring up again, so I need to get it down, man. So I'll be back in a bit.
Copy. Don't take that girl's comment too serious.
Nah, man, I can't keep this down. I can't keep this temperature down, man. I'll get on paracetamol and all that. It's all good, but once it wears off, man, I'm shaking like Freddie Roach. It's that word. But anyway, I'll be back in a bit.
Me, Abstract, and Apology will take over from here.
Yeah, man, we got it.
So yeah, I mean, like when you mentioned the Eubank and McDonough fight, right? I totally forgot that they fought yesterday, or was it today? Was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday.
Well, I mean, it's Sunday here now, but Friday night, wasn't it? I mean,
right.
It was the only other really noteworthy fight on that card. The rest of them were just. Most of them I hadn't heard of, to be completely honest.
Sometimes they're like, they'll mess up. Like there'll be like a little glitch in the matrix where you'll see that, you can actually see that there was some kind of fuckery going on. Do you guys ever remember the fight with Carlos Takam and Joshua? I did a video on it because I forgot who it was. Someone sent me a video of the fight. Hasn't even started, and they accidentally had the judges' scorecards already up, and they had it for Joshua, like 116, 112, 117, 111. Like 2 judges had it 116. They're like, the fight hasn't started yet. What are you doing? What the fuck? It just showed up. The scorecards actually showed up.
That can't be right.
No, I did a video. You could go check it out. You got to go it's man. I think I did this video. Wow, when was that fight? A year ago?
Yeah. So how come there ain't been a major uproar? Because even though AJ's got his fans over, he's certainly got his fucking haters as well. So like,
oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for that, but it's in the video. It could have. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do. Maybe it has absolutely nothing to do with scorecards, right? But it's there. Like my eyes don't lie.
Which broadcast was it that actually filmed? Which broadcast was it on where you see that? Was that on the main Sky broadcast?
I believe so. I'm not 100%. You would have to. Damn, who was the one that sent me that fucking video? It was someone that he also does videos, and he had commented on one of my, and he's not like a Wilder fan or an AJ fan. I just forget his name, damn. But anyway,
was it precise? Because
no,
it wasn't.
That video. It definitely wasn't precise. No, it wasn't precise.
I mean, I do think the referee choice was slightly dodgy in that fight. I mean, that ref had, I mean, as far as I know, he'd never reffed a matchroom fight, or most people hadn't actually heard of him. He was like Italian or something, and he just happened to be a ref that, like, as soon as a fighter gets inside, he was like breaking it up immediately. That seemed a little bit dodgy to me.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it in the chat. So I found the video.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sending it to you guys. No, I'm gonna send it to you guys right now.
Hey guys,
the group chat.
I want to remind you that this very same day, 17 years ago, Bernard Hopkins defeated Felix Tito Trinidad. So just reminding you, this is the 17th anniversary of Hopkins Trinidad.
That's right. It was on the 29th. Yeah. 17
It was
years
postponed
ago.
Because of 9/11.
The fight was because of 9/11, yeah.
I mean, you go back and watch that fight.
I remember that. I could remember that fight like it was just yesterday, man. It was just. But I told people, I said, Bernard Hopkins has a shot at beating him. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I had to tell my Puerto Rican friends, don't be shocked if he loses.
There was already talks of Trinidad fighting Roy Jones Jr. and retiring at 42-0.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he would. At that time, I don't think he would have beat. Let's say if you'd have got past Bernard Hopkins, I don't think he would have beat Roy Jones.
Yeah,
not
he's too small, man.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Roy's faster than him.
Yeah, Roy's really a lot heavier.
How are you going to fight a guy that he's actually bigger than you in body weight, and then on top of that, he's actually faster too? It would have been impossible. I send you guys the videos. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah, something came through. I'll check it out when I jump off, man.
Yeah, when you jump off, just check it out. It's a weird, weird at the very least,
Yeah.
I mean, is there any surprise? I mean, you have to protect Joshua, the cash cow, any way you can.
And it was the judges. It was the judges that was scoring that fight in particular that showed up on the. And this is before the fight even starts.
By the way, thank you, little dude, for your contribution. He says, just throwing my two punches. Throwing my 2 punches scene, but you still suck.
Wait, who? Me?
I don't know. I guess all of us.
Who said that?
Wait, what happened in the last 2 podcasts? Because I wasn't here.
I don't know. Jimmy and El Dude started fighting.
Again?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Over
I need
copy
to watch that.
box or something.
Was it GG Canelo again?
Yes.
Oh Jesus Christ! Let's
What
just
was
forget
this?
about
What podcast was this? Yesterday's?
No, it was. You were there. It was
I
like.
was?
Yeah. You must have
I missed
been.
that.
It was like 2 weeks ago. No, sorry. I don't know. When was it, Apology? You were there, no?
Wait, which? I'm talking about the last two podcasts.
Yeah, Jimmy and Del Dude started fighting while debating.
So that's the third time then.
I think he just means like last night's show and stuff. Do you mean like at the show after the Groves Smith fight and that
Yeah,
last
and
night?
the show before that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the HBO was killed or something. The LDBC killed HBO.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, well we just talked about how ridiculous it was that like they're some of them at least are trying to claim responsibility for bringing down a big corporation like HBO or at least affecting them in that way.
Why do they want to bring out HBO? I don't understand.
What's that?
Why
because
do they
it's a
want to
racist.
bring out HBO?
Yeah, because they believe that
It's
HBO was a
fucking
racist channel.
HBO versus Showtime because Showtime's linked to Al Heyman, isn't it? Really, essentially.
But what's gonna? The funny thing, what's gonna happen to all the brothers like Andrade and the rest of them? They found HBO. So why are they celebrating?
Andrade's with the Zone now, I think, and he with Eddie Hearn now. I mean, like
Yeah.
I think there'll be a bit of a scramble for all the you know, like Golovkin, Kovalev, Alvarez.
Yeah, but there's lots of black fighters that fight HBO, so I don't know why they're celebrating.
Yeah, they'll probably end up on Showtime, most of them, because Showtime's proven, isn't it? And it's, there's the only other player, I guess, really is the Zone and ESPN, and I guess, I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I hope it don't work out like that because I'd like to see all of them fail and all of them succeed to a degree, and there be a bit of competition rather than like one having a monopoly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna throw a prediction here. If Canelo doesn't go to Showtime, they're gonna start blaming Canelo for docking Charlo by not going to Showtime. So that's I'm just saying it right now. So when it happens, you can always go like, "Well, that was what King Bucha said."
I mean, they're gonna do that with every fighter, with GGG, with Canelo. If they're siding with Showtime, they're ducking to Charlos.
Yeah, they will. They will. The logic of some of those guys is just like fucking insane. Like, and they'll get to their agenda. Like, they'll get to where they want to get to one way or another, regardless. So, like, it doesn't really matter what anybody does or doesn't do, or where they move, or what deals they try and make, what contracts they send. They'll get to their agenda one way or another, either way. So it don't really matter. None of it does.
All right. So I'm gonna have to jump in here. What the hell is Recognize doing? Anyways,
I was interested to see what anybody that wasn't on last night thought of the Groves Smith fight. But have you done that already, Bucha?
Yeah, Apology gave us his take, and Cameron. Well, Cameron was there. Yeah, they all
was on
did.
last night, but I don't think Apology was on or Recognize the Matrix weren't on either.
No, but they gave it before. But if they want to talk about it again, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, just real quick, I kind of agree with you. Like, Groves kind of quit after the shot. He could have got up, but he just didn't want anymore. It was a good shot. It was a good shot that landed.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was a good shot that landed. I mean, Cam Smith, that left hook is a deadly punch that he has. I mean, that's the same shot he landed on Fielding that knocked him down. So credit to him for landing it, and he looked like kind of like a weight bully, like the bigger guy. That's why he got the knockout.
Yeah, he did look a lot bigger. I did rewatch it though because there was a guy on last night. I can't remember the guy's name. Bucho, what was the guy's name? The guy that came on that said he thought
Michael Stock.
Groves completely outboxed him and stuff.
Michael Stock.
Yeah, yeah. So like I watched it again and I think there was some truth to that. I don't think it was as wide as he was saying. Like I watched it again today and I had it 4-2, but I could easily see 3-3 as well. I think Groves was landing the jab more for sure. But Smith was landing big shots. Groves wasn't really landing anything significant for me. And every time, like Apology said, I think the size, and I thought this when I saw the weigh in, like the size difference was just ridiculous. And I think that did play a part. I'm interested to see what Recognize made of it as well. Are you still there, mate?
Apparently he's not.
I'm still here. I'm listening, guys.
What did you think of the Smith Groves fight, mate?
I was pretty shocked that he got knocked out. I thought he was hurting him with every punch, just about. And yeah, I just, that's all I can say. I mean, up to that point, Smith never really proved anything to me that he can pull it off. But I guess, man, I mean, just looking at the size, it makes sense, you know? It makes sense. Yeah, it just seemed like he couldn't get away from those counter rights. And every time he would get hit, he was getting hurt. I can only probably give Groves 2 rounds at best going into that 7th round when he got knocked out. Was it the 7th? Yeah, I believe it was the 7th round.
Yeah.
I can only give him 2 rounds, if that.
So, by the way, you only gave Groves 2 rounds, did you say?
Yeah, I only gave Groves 2 rounds at best.
Yeah, I'm going to head off. I need to try and sleep this fever off because I feel absolutely rotten now. So, cheers for having me hosting Bucho, and I'll listen to the show, man. But I've got to head off.
All right, man. See you, man. Thanks for hosting.
Cameron. Hope you feel better soon, brother.
Cheers, man. Take it easy, man.
Cheers.
Eat some soup.
Yeah, I just need some sleep, man.
Hey, by the way, guys, Billy Joe Saunders, you know, he tested positive for using that nasal piece of shit thing. I don't know what it is. But Victor Conti says that that thing that he was using can help you lose weight. And also some of the side effects if you overuse that thing is that you become like neurotic or crazy. So that could explain his behavior.
There's another thing that's come out around this. I don't know if you guys have heard. It was that I think it was the British Boxing Board of Control and maybe I want to say WADA. I can't like, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it was some official body, governing body or whatever, has come out and said that like the actual thing that he popped for, something about it's okay to take when you're not in camp or some shit like that. I think Hatman made a video about this. Like, so basically they've said he's done nothing wrong. Have you guys heard?
I think as long as it's clear from his system come fight night, or it has to be 12 days, some shit like that. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, the day before or something. That's in the UK though. In the US, it's completely illegal.
Yeah, that's in the UK. You're right, Bucho.
So that's the problem now.
He's saying that
he prohibited at all times.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen now? Like, did the Massachusetts Athletic Commission stop the fight, or what the hell? They don't even know. Apparently, Billy Joe Saunders doesn't even have a license yet there. So what the hell? So they can do anything because he doesn't even have a license. So he's like not even registered as a boxer there.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yep, that's what Victor Conti said in with what's that, Cynthia Conti there? The one with the fake tits.
Who's that?
Cynthia Conti.
What are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, you know the Filipina thing? She does interviews. Cynthia
No,
something.
you have to be more specific.
Oh, you guys don't. Come on. You don't know. Everybody always. In the chat.
like?
What's her name, man? Conti is there you go. Conti is. Oh, no, wait. What's the tranny?
What about Michelle Joy Phelps?
No, there's another one. She was
What?
actually working
talking
in
about
the.
Helen Lee?
Somebody must know in the
talking about
chat.
Helen.
No, Cynthia Conti. There you go. Cameron Gill. There you go. Cynthia Conti works at Ring Magazine, I think. I think she's working with Ring now. Cynthia Conti Buccio. Everybody's saying Cynthia Conti. There you go. You guys don't know Cynthia Conti?
No? Who the fuck's that?
Oh, bullshit.
I only watch a couple of like places to get boxing news. To be honest, I don't really watch a lot of them. To be fair.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a Conti interview because you had Cynthia Conti and Victor Conti. But anyways. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a weird situation now, and it's funny because Billy Joe Saunders was basically making fun or talking shit about Canelo testing positive, and now he tests positive. So I don't know. It's kind of funny.
I mean, that's how it always plays out. A lot of these guys that talk, stuff, they usually end up. There's always, it always ends up with a lot of shade on them. They like the Mayweather situation when he was trying to constantly always insinuate that Pacquiao was on steroids, and then all the allegations and all the stuff that happened in the fight. It made him look bad. So it's not a surprise to me. I mean, does anybody remember fucking what was his name? The back in the 80s, God, why is his name slipping my mind right now?
Carl Lewis?
Carl Lewis,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this guy, that is your prime example. This dude bitched, cried, had America on his back. Yeah, he's right. Da. The motherfucker was on steroids for the same race.
LOL.
And
what about Floyd Mayweather?
He did it with. He was lying the whole time. He was just mad because he lost.
Hey, Floyd Mayweather. I want to clean sport. I just want to clean the sport. Let's keep the sport clean.
Like I said, all I want to do is if you want to fight the best, you gotta take the test. Like, shut up, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's clearly projecting. It's like everybody's dirty except me. Come on.
When he started with the drug testing, when the Pacquiao fight started to come about with the extra blood testing and all that, I said, okay, I had a bad feeling. I was like, I have a feeling this dude right here is trying to make sure that nobody else takes while he takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also trying to drain the blood to make the fighters weaker, which is bullshit.
Well, there was some controversy with the Pacquiao Eric Morales.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Fight. There was some controversy in that. That I don't remember the details, but it was something about them taking blood from Pacquiao and him feeling sick, like him feeling kind of sick. I think maybe the procedure was done wrong or they were overdoing it. I don't know what it was exactly, but yeah, I think even the FBI got involved with that shit. I don't know why they did.
I mean, Pacquiao used to say that he was adversely affected by blood tests anyway, didn't he? I mean, that was, there was a point in time during that sort of like 5-6 year period when, the whole back and forth was going on with Floyd and Manny, where Floyd was saying, like, I want him to have drug tests, like blood tests. I think it was a couple of days before the fight or whatever. Does this ring a bell for anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so think Manny kind of says that he's like affected by blood tests anyway, which I can see for a little guy like that. I mean, you know.
Listen, maybe I'm biased when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. I always try to like, or at least I like to think that I'm not biased, but I've always felt that there was like at the highest level, right? Like, don't get me wrong, he was a money man, and of course they wanted him. You know, they always wanted him to be in Vegas or wherever, because you know his fights generate a lot of money, a lot of attention, right? But I always felt like there was like a plot to like get rid of him. Like that was my feeling. It was like we want him to lose.
From some places, yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, like I can remember when Manny first was it Le Duab? I mean, nobody picked him to win that fight.
Yeah.
It was a bit of shock on that. And I can remember even after that fight, people talking about, oh, he's got to be on something and whatnot. Like, you know, like straight away, it was almost like like he said, like they wanted it to be. They wanted him to be dirty. They wanted a reason to sort of like discredit him. And
you know what it was for a lot of people? It was cringy to watch this little Asian dude beating the fucking shit out of these fighters.
Yeah.
It's a weird sight. It is for some people. Now, look, we're talking about America, you know what I'm saying, or in the Western world. This doesn't reflect on the world. But if you listen to the media, you listen to a lot of people, it's not, you don't. How many Asian boxers have you seen whip ass the way Pacquiao has? You probably haven't seen that many, right? And Pacquiao was just going in there and beating the shit out of these dudes. You know, Ledwaba was one. Marco Antonio Barrera was the second. You know, he beat up Eric Morales. He gave fucking Marquez all kinds of problems. You know, so
he was impressive, man. Very impressive.
Yeah, it was just strange. And then he goes up in weight. He beats the shit out of fucking Cotto. He fucking sparks out Ricky Hatton. He breaks Margarito's orbital bone. It was just an amazing. This shit was amazing to me. It was like, god damn. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. A dude that small just keep going up in weight and beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen it before that, and I'd be surprised if we ever see anything like that again, to be completely honest. Which is what gets me when I see, like, because I've seen some of the LDBC come out on Lomachenko, like particularly one video. I think it was after, what was it? It might have been after the Jason Sosa fight. Come out and it actually said, when Lomachenko does what Pacquiao did, then I'll give him credit. I'm fucking sitting there thinking, like, oh, okay. So, like, when he does something that nobody in the history of boxing's ever done before and probably never will again, that's when you'll give him credit. So basically what you're saying is, we're never going to give this little white boy credit. You know, simple as that.
It's so funny when
great fighters for doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a great fighter. Like, Marvin Hagler was a great fighter. He only fought in one weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
it's so funny that once they were asking, I think they were like LDBC YouTubers who, I don't know how they made it into the arena, and they were talking with Max Kellerman, and they were like asking him, so who had the better career in your opinion? Floyd, the most impressive career, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao? And then Max Kellerman says, well, Manny Pacquiao. And you can see immediately these LDBC YouTubers there get all triggered and whoa. Like, for them, it's impossible that Pacquiao has a better career, because not only in their eyes, Floyd fight like the best fighters and was undefeated. He defeated Pacquiao, but they understand the other criteria, like you guys were saying. Like, Pacquiao moved up 8 weight division, was destroying everyone. Like, as he wasn't moving up in weight and like not knocking out these guys. He kept moving up in weight and destroying these guys. So obviously his career is way more impressive.
They don't understand boxing. Think about it like this: Manny Pacquiao is the guy that's moving up in weight to fight Mayweather. He's the naturally bigger man. And who was the aggressor throughout the whole fight?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's impressive, man. He's not just the aggressor like because he's getting goaded to get, he's being tricked to get hit with. No, he's landing punches at the same time. Nothing is happening to him. Okay, your great Mayweather is not doing anything to him. He's not hurting him. Even if you thought he won the fight, right? If you thought he won the fight, it was on a tag. You're it. Try to catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Kind of, right. It wasn't. I'm beating the shit out of this dude. Right.
And now some people are gonna claim. Some people are gonna say, "Well, sorry."
Sports after the fight was over, get his first video is Floyd Mayweather beat the dog shit out of Pacquiao.
Yeah, and if they want to claim that Mayweather wasn't a welterweight either, because he started at 130, well, Pacquiao started at like 112. All right, so.
Yeah, and even smaller than that, because obviously when he was 16, he was like about $105 or some shit like that.
Shit.
Yeah, so he even started smaller than that, and he was just moving. Look, man, there's nothing wrong with just saying I didn't start off a Pacquiao fan. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really start off, but as I kept watching him and I kept seeing him do amazing things, I was like, damn, this dude is fucking. This is just something special. He got knocked out by Marquez, dude. When you keep fighting, you're gonna get beat. Somebody's going to beat you.
Yeah, if you fight like Pacquiao did and approach your career like Pacquiao did, I mean, it depends what criteria you use. If you just use the criteria of he never got beat, then yeah, okay, Floyd's better. But like, if you actually take other things into consideration, like Manny in his prime would fight fucking anybody, like big guys that he was never supposed to beat, and he beat the shit out of them. When you look at Floyd, like fucking draining people, A-siding people left and right, retiring to avoid fights, avoiding big fights and stuff. Like, there's a lot of nuances and a lot of sort of like details that people don't. I mean, people take that shit into consideration when it serves their cause, and only when it serves their cause.
Exactly. You see, the thing is that I never seen Floyd Mayweather beat the shit out of a Hall of Fame fighter. I mean, beat the living dog shit out of him. Give me the one guy that was a Hall of Famer that Floyd beat the shit out of.
Not even Marquez.
No,
and he tried to.
Marquez, he outboxed him.
And he tried to.
Outboxed him, and he was too big for him anyway. I'm talking about somebody his own size, or him going up in weight, or him going up a little bit in weight. No, he's never done that. That doesn't.
No,
mean
he's
he's
never.
a fighter.
Cotto in round 12, he was kind of busting him up. Cotto was tired, but that's pretty much it. Because that fight was actually a difficult fight for Floyd. But you're right. Now he has never walked down or destroyed a legend, a Hall of Famer, ever.
Yeah, no. And I've seen Pacquiao do it a couple of times, bro. Like a couple of times I've seen him do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I know Oscar was past it by the time, but Oscar's definitely a Hall of Famer, and he beat the living shit out of Oscar. I think probably Cotto and Margarito are the two best performances that I've ever seen by Pacquiao.
When he beat up Cotto like that, I was just amazed. I was like, damn. No, because I'm not because I'm a hater. I don't hate on Cotto, okay? It was just amazing because I thought Cotto going into that fight was going to beat him. I actually did. I was like, I don't know. I think Pacquiao's pushing it a little too far right now. This is going into the fight. Everybody can say what they want now, but going into that fight, a lot of people felt that way.
Yeah, someone in the chat said Canelo. Then again, Canelo smashed up Cotto. That's not what I saw. I saw a competitive fight, Canelo Cotto. I don't know what anybody else on the panel thinks, but
it was a boxing fight.
Hey,
I think Canelo could have maybe done a bit more damage to Cotto, but I don't know. He was content with just outboxing Cotto. Yeah, he was kind of competitive, but it was a clear winner in my opinion, which was Canelo.
Floyd versus Cotto was a very good fight. I had him winning. Clearly,
you had Cotto winning?
It was competitive, but he did not do what Pacquiao did.
Oh no.
No.
He put him on the ropes but then oh wait, we have a new guy here. What's your name again?
Battle Rifle.
Battle Rife, yeah. Sorry, man. So what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
How's it going, man?
What's up, bro?
I tried to send a link earlier, but I had sent a link to boxingdebate@gmail.com. I didn't know it was Hotmail.
Okay, so it was your fault.
Remember I was telling you before
All right.
that a lot of people make that mistake with your
I have to make sure then because Hotmail.
I did the same thing in the beginning.
All right, let's get back to this Mayweather-Pacquiao talk. Oh, no, sorry. You were saying that you had Cotto winning against Mayweather?
No.
Okay.
No. Mayweather clearly won. To me, Mayweather clearly won that fight. I thought it was one of his better performances later in his career. I thought it was a fantastic show on his part. I'm being honest. Like he was in trouble in certain spots of that fight.
Yeah.
And I always say this. I don't like Mayweather, but he understands boxing. Like he really understands the little stuff. Dude, when you get it, this is so hard for boxers to understand. And even anybody could talk about it, but to do it is one thing. When you get hurt, you never go backwards, you go forward. Because when you go backwards, you're in so much danger. You understand what I'm saying? You understand you're on the end side of those punches.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Floyd Mayweather, go look at him when he's gotten hurt in his career. He comes forward. That's what he does.
Mosley. Okay.
So, but Mayweather didn't come close to doing to Cotto what Pacquiao did. Pacquiao beat the shit out of him. He just did. He made him. Those later rounds. The reason why the referee stopped the fight because Cotto stopped fighting. By the 9th round, he's like, "Yo, I'm done." You know
what's happening with the rematch? Do you guys think what's happening with that?
If that fight happened, I'm streaming it.
Yeah, me too. I'm not. Paying for that fight.
You guys think it will happen?
I think there's a good chance.
If he has it in Japan, then he's going to get paid for it. He's going to get paid really well for it.
Yeah. If it happens in Japan, Pacquiao beats him.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because everything is going to be down the middle, and it's just going to be like, listen, dude, you got to earn a victory here. There's no favoritism.
But he's Filipino.
No, I'm saying for Mayweather.
I'm saying, but Pacquiao's Filipino.
Yeah, they love, but he's Asian. You know what I'm saying? They love him.
Still Asian, yeah.
Yeah,
but
they're all the same.
Is that
what you're saying?
Don't you think Floyd will just still A-side him anyway in the contract talks? Like,
I mean, he could A-side. This is my thoughts. Look, if it's overseas, it's going to be. I doubt it. I think it's going to be in Vegas. But let's say if it is overseas. But what will happen is they'll give him all the A-side, money, terms, and all that. But when it comes time for the fight, they're going to be like, look, man, do your thing. And if you pity pat, the judges ain't going to give you the fight. We're not going to give you the fight. We like aggressive old school boxing. And Mayweather to me looks he didn't look good against McGregor.
But come on.
Well, let me explain to you what I mean. Even when he was on the outside,
that's true.
He looked slow. Bro. Like Pacquiao's slow too, but Pacquiao's still fast enough that he's going to hit him. I just think that if they fight,
I think people like you're just saying, like Mayweather looks slow. I think they're just doing that just to discredit Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor put on a better boxing performance than any of four Mayweather's opponents ever did. He knew exactly what to do and did it at the right time. It was just that Floyd Mayweather, it was just the first time in his career where he was just so far down in rounds where he actually had to go after his opponent. That almost never happened to him. And because he was so tall and so rangy, he couldn't get on. I don't think it was because Floyd Mayweather's I don't think he cared like people said he did. Conor McGregor just came to fight, and he did that.
I think
And,
Floyd
you know,
was. Sorry.
I'm not so sure, you know. I think his age played a part in it because look, Conor McGregor had no previous in boxing, so nobody really knew for sure whether the power that everybody was saying he had was going to translate into a boxing ring with the bigger gloves on and stuff. So I don't think Floyd could just sort of like flippantly and like be blasé and risk sort of getting hit that much. For me, I think Floyd of sort of like 4 or 5 years ago wouldn't have got hit with as many shots as he did.
Yeah.
I think he definitely lost the step. The question for me is, because both guys have lost a step, the question for me is who's lost more of a step, because they've both.
Mayweather. I think it's Mayweather because lack of rhythm. I mean, how many fights has he had? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where Pacquiao's still fighting, there's still a rhythm about him. And like I said, even if you think Mayweather won the fight, he definitely didn't separate himself from Pacquiao. Like, listen, you're Pacquiao, I'm Mayweather, I'm 20 times, I'm much better than you are. No, he pity patted and ran. So I don't think he could do that for 12 rounds now. And I gotta favor Pacquiao. I could be wrong, but I gotta favor Pacquiao at this point. Like I said, I thought he beat him in the first fight. So
Jesus.
I mean,
I score fights different, man. I score it the way I was taught. Aggressiveness, man. When you have a hard time counting the punches, who's the aggressor? And Pacquiao was the aggressor the whole fight.
Yeah, that's what I always say. That's what I kind of say with Canelo Golovkin. Some of these close rounds, where both were landing.
I watched that fight, and even though I thought GGG won, but those punches were kind of equal. They were kind of equal. But if you go to the second criteria, which is ring generalship,
that's the most vague one.
You might have to swing it towards Canelo. You know,
I had to fight 116, 112.
What's that?
Canelo.
Oh damn! I was fucking.
Yeah, I thought the clear rounds where GGG won was the first, the fourth, round 8, and I think it was another round where he cut Canelo, and I gave him that round. But other
round
than
10?
that, I was like, that's all Canelo, man. Because almost every time Triple G, when he was winning a round, Canelo would come back with like at least 3 or 4 more combinations. I'm like, God dang it, he just caught right back up, and I have to give him the round.
There was only one clear round for me, and that was the 10th round.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That was by
Come on,
GGG.
you have to give that to Golovkin.
Round 9,
Golovkin.
probably round 9.
The 12th Golovkin won as well.
You think so?
But it wasn't clear as day, from what I remember. It wasn't clear.
Yeah, I had an 8-4 for Canelo.
I thought it was pretty clear.
I had a
pretty clear.
I had a 7-5 Golovkin. I thought he won, but it was like I said, man. There's ways, but going back to the Pacquiao fight, man. Going back to the Pacquiao fight and Mayweather. If the fight really happens, I got to go with the guy who's still active. You know.
Hey guys, sorry, but I'm gonna have to end the show. Gotta bounce.
Oh damn it!
I know it was getting more interesting here, but we'll do a show tomorrow. Mr. BDA will be hosting, so thank you all for showing up. All right.
Peace to all.
Cheers, guys.
Peace to everybody
see
in the
ya.
chat, except X. Go fuck yourself. Peace out.
All right, see you guys. Thank you for showing up. Who's? Oh yeah, Battle Rifle, come back again, man. So you didn't have a lot of time to speak, but for sure next time you'll be able to have more time. All right, people in the chat, thank you very much for showing up. Thank you, Cameron, for being the host. You did a great job, man, and thank you. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with Mr. BDA hosting. Take care, guys.